Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Making sure everything is looking okay. Yeah. Wait, I don't need this. Oh, I shouldn't have opened this window. Oh no. This better not freeze up on me, because that would be very bad. What the heck just happened? Oh. Hello, Pinnacle. Microsoft Edge is giving me some trouble. I should probably be using something else, but... Well, okay, what is it doing now? Wait, no, I didn't do that. Okay, there, it's back. Okay, it's back to normal. How are you guys doing? I'm sorry that you have a cold, Brett. Make sure that you're drinking plenty of fluids. If you have, like... Whenever I'm not streaming, it feels like a filler episode. Oh man. So this is where this is the main arc as it's continuing. You've been sick since yesterday. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, drink fluids. If you got, well, it's daytime where you live, so I'm assuming take some Dayquil. Yeah, I kind of feel that sometimes that's a very that's a very weird thing to say, Pinnacle, but I appreciate the sentiment out of all the people. But yeah, so yeah, we'll be taking a what else do we have here? Apparently some streamer or some YouTuber tried to go to North Sentinel Island, which is that one island it's not in India, but it's a part of India that has that uncontacted tribe, but that no one is allowed to go to because they don't really like outsiders very much. And apparently he's stuck in India now. NyQuil makes you sleepy, hence why it's called NyQuil. And Dayquil is for day. But yeah. And then we will be taking a look at that. We will be taking a look at that. Does it have melatonin? I don't know if I've noticed. I mean, this is coming from some guy who tends to read nutrition and drug labels. I wouldn't know. I just wonder what they put in Benadryl to make people drowsy. Hawke's Bay, Manawatu, Hutt Valley. Oh yeah. But we will be taking a look at that video about it not being worth generational debt. We'll take a look at that after the shoe0nhead video. But I do want to warm up with some... What is this again? No, I don't know how to put it into words. Oh yeah, there was some... Yeah, I wanted to warm up with some new DDR charts that got added earlier today, or rather, yes, technically yesterday. Well, no, today, that's what I meant. For songs that were made for a music contest that was conducted in, I think, 2013, no, 2023. Why was I thinking? I knew that it had a 3 in it, but I thought 2013, but I meant to say 2023. But I wanted to check out these challenge charts real quick. It's getting colder. Yeah, the season's changing. I'd imagine that sometime, I remember that's happened to me more than once, where it was like the transition from like summer to fall, and it was October of a certain year. I don't even remember which year it was, but I remember just, I woke up, I started feeling weird. And then I try to go to sleep, and then I feel myself like not necessarily shaking, but what I can only describe as a fever, and it's like, and that's happened like a few times on certain occasions. The last time I've had a fever was, at least what I'm assuming is a fever, but so when I had mild COVID, but that's about it. Having the shakes and stuff. That was the last time. I don't remember the last time I've been quote-unquote sick, but it's been a while. Well, it could also be that were in contact with someone that may have been a carrier of something, but yeah, but sometimes it's like hit or miss. But hopefully but oftentimes whenever I get a quote-unquote cold, what'll happen is that I'll get this tickle in my throat, and then it gets really scratchy and I'm constantly having to cough it up, and then it slowly travels up the upper respiratory system, and then eventually it transitions into stuffy and runny nose, and then I'm constantly blowing my nose, and then it's after that am I finally over something like that, and it's usually weeks before I get over it, which is very, very annoying. Even with all of the cold medicine in the world and even cough drops, it still doesn't get all... It still takes weeks for me to get over it. Your nose was stuffy and blocked. Yeah. Yeah, it could be anywhere. Yeah, you never really know. Could be worse. You could have the stomach flu and be throwing up. I haven't thrown up in years, though. But I am very afraid of throwing up. So hopefully I don't have to deal with it anytime soon. So, but make sure you get at least enough rest and all of that, and you should be fine. I don't know how you feel about soup, but yeah. You went to Target. Energy drink brand Ghost is doing a collab with 7-Up. All right, well, at least you're enjoying it. Yeah, watch out after all the videos that we've looked at, which admittedly is only 2. So at least Doofenshmirtz would have 2 nickels for all of the caffeine-related videos that we've looked at. But it's still weird that it happened twice. But yeah, I'm sure you I'm sure you're enjoying that collab. Yeah, this will go great with some 7-Up. All right, you haven't thrown up for ages. Like, I haven't played in ages, but I bet I could whoop all your butts. But, I remembered something that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to rant about the state of one of the DDR machines at the place that I go to. One of the down arrows has a sticky sensor. It's the player 1 down, it's the player 1 down arrow, the upper sensor. I can tell that it's sticking. I tried to ask for a tech to try to maybe clean it up. All we have to do was unscrew the panel, take it out, and then just clean it up. But apparently they were too busy. And then they said it was fine to them, and I'm like... I was so pissed. It kind of affected my ability... I mean, it didn't affect my ability to play last night. I did get some good scores on some songs, but... And then I see them over by the Sound Voltex machine being all like... And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you're not too busy to fix the Sound Voltex machine in that case. And of course, I would take matters into my own hands, but I'm pretty sure that's against company policy. They wouldn't let me do it anyway. Oh, I was about to say, I know exactly who it is. I know their name. I know their name and their Discord handle, but I'm not going to reveal those because I know that now is not the time. And I don't think it'll ever be the time. So, if they're... I sincerely doubt that they're watching this, but if you are, fix the machine. So I played on the gold cab that's right next to it, which the player 1 on that one feels pretty good, but I still prefer the white cab because I can read faster on it. You got told by your nephew that your taste in energy drinks is niche. Looks like a LARPer. Oh no. I don't know if Monster would be considered niche, though, considering how mainstream that brand is, along with Red Bull. I know, I think you mentioned that you're not a big fan of Red Bull, but yeah. Yeah, and I mean, there's going to be a tournament taking place this June, and I shouldn't have to wait until then for the panel to be cleaned up. I shouldn't have to wait No, it's because the gold cab screen is too big and it's not angled. Like, the white cab, the screen is a little smaller and it's angled backwards. But, the gold cab, it's straight up and down and it's bigger. Plus the pad is a little further away, and so I'd have to read it at slower speeds. Yeah, common ball knowledge. Okay, I see. Which is why I prefer the white cabs. But I still did get some good scores on it. Elite ball knowledge would be the energy drink that only sold in the UK called Pussy. Oh no. Okay, I see. Well then. Well, I guess you learn something new every day, so I guess that's to be expected. But anyway, speaking of DDR, before we take a look at the shoe-on-head video and then we'll look at yeah, after we look at the shoe0nhead video, we'll look at that video that Pinnacle recommended. But I wanted to warm up by the new DDR charts that were added recently. Some new challenge charts for some contest songs. And this one, here, let me make sure that I was about to say the temperature. Let me make sure the temperature on my headphones is correct. Volume. Yes, volume is what I meant to say. But yeah, I wanted to check them out just real quick, and then we'll move on from there. This one is Dan Revo Athlon, last day of April. Yeah. Yeah, but Dan Revo Athlon by Ashimu When the Wonderful. I don't know what that says, but yeah. Final stagey. I'm gonna check. Yeah, we're gonna check them all out so I can see how difficult they are for me. This one's a level 15, but considering how slow that this is, it might have some very technical patterns. I haven't played this song in a while. Oh, right there, the crossover there, but it's slow enough that you can double step it. Yeah, this is a backwards crossover. You go left, right, and then this starts on your left foot, and then you cross it back. But this song is slow enough that you can double step them instead of actually crossing them over. And then there's another crossover. I might not be I might not have the mental energy to properly do this right now, or to do the proper rhythm. And some gallops. Okay, that one. Okay, those patterns right there, those crossovers are pretty. You gotta watch out for those. And then that's a crossover that crosses back. And those gallops. And then those green notes, triplets. And then a twist. It's still relatively straightforward, though. More crossovers. It's definitely a 15, but it's slow and easy. I say that, but if I try to attempt this, I'm gonna mess up at a bunch of parts. There we go. Okay, that's that one. Not this. What's that? Here's Bad Youth Awake, which the expert chart for Bad Youth Awake is already a pain in the ass, but let's just see what the challenge chart looks like. I mean, the song's a bop, but the chart... Oh, I can't wait to see what this looks like. Shit. I think that is a backwards gallop. Some of those needed to be crossed over. Okay, now that... I need to run that pattern back. Okay, this... I don't know how this is supposed to go. Okay, now this part can be confusing if you're not prepared for it. Some of those gallops need to be crossed over. Okay, those gallops are pretty straightforward. Get that. So far, it seems relatively straightforward, but these green gallops are very tricky. Okay, that's a... Okay, now those gallops need to be crossed over, though. And I think that one needs to as well. Okay, that pattern, in order for that pattern to flow that we just saw, those had to be crossed over. No, but the expert chart is already frustrating, so... No, this one, Ashes of Boreas, I'm not looking forward to that one. The expert chart for that one is even more challenging. And here's Arcadia. Are all the other contest songs gonna get challenge charts too?
Have a blast.
Kiss Kiss by Chris Brown. I know who Chris Brown is, but I don't. I thought you were going to say if I know a song called Kiss Kiss Kiss, which is a song that's from Dance Maniacs. It's in DDR that goes Kiss Kiss Kiss, kissing you one more time before you walked out the door. That's what I thought you said, but no, I don't know that song. Here, let me... Okay, you have to do... Okay, so we have to do green notes into yellow notes. Nice. So far, nothing too crazy besides that.
100 combo.
Yeah, this seems pretty straightforward so far, but that can change really quickly. Yeah, those transitions into the different patterns. Yeah, so far nothing too crazy, except for some of those green notes. Although those jumps might throw you off a little bit. I could definitely full combo this. And I could probably PFC it if I practiced enough. Pretty simple. Okay, Ashes of Boreas. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to this one. Two weeks. Yeah, hopefully you'll get better. The only way for me to PFC the expert chart, which is a pain in the ass already, was to do it with a turn mod. I think I used the right turn mod because it made certain patterns much easier to execute. Duh. Duh. Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be okay. Something like this is confusing because these gallops are a lot faster than you think, and then this is a lot later than you might think. And then that's a crossover gallop. Because those gallops are basically 24th notes, which are very fast, especially at this speed. Da 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 da. And then one of those was crossed over. Okay, that might actually be tricky to execute properly. Oh my god, more. No, no crossover gallops. Oh, gee, actually, I think some of those might be Scoobies, too. God, that looks so tricky. If I can at least just get a 9-7 on this or something. Yeah, that's gonna give me trouble, knowing me. And here's Don't Stop the Hypercore, which is a level 17, so it's gonna be the hardest of the bunch. It didn't take me that long to get the expert chart, though. Prepare. Thankfully, I already have it done. Oh, and then of course we have a very fast step jump. Don't stop. And some drills. And then one, of course, it leads into a jump. Oh, geez, look at that Scooby. Oh, and then, of course, you have to go into a crossover, and this one gets crossed back. And more of those. Okay, this part is probably gonna give me a lot of trouble. And here's the break, quote unquote. Dun, dun. Duh. Duh, 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 duh. Jump, 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 jump. And of course, we have more crossovers. Don't stop. That might also be kind of confusing for me. Oh my god, that's a very technical crossover. A lot of the crossovers here are very technical. Okay, now those I can double step. Oh, and then this part is crossed over too. Oh, and then there's a backwards one. God damn it. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to put up with this too. Now, all of these are only available as they have to be unlocked through Extra Savior, which challenge charts require 3 plays at least, unless you do Galaxy Play, in which they're unlocked instantly. But I don't know. I should be able to get through all of them at least once, but I'll have to see what happens next Tuesday when I go to play. Okay, that's that. Okay, that's all of them. Yeah, all that I needed to look at for now. Okay, now let's go ahead and move on to shoe0nhead's latest masterpiece, the male protector fantasy. Is it incel to want to be a father? Because that's something that Hamas Diddy bin Laden Adolf Epstein Piker the Striker has been complaining about with regards to that new game Pragmata, I think it's called. About the guy, it's about some guy with some robot girl, and people saying that it motivates them to want to become parents, to which obviously he thinks that it's only for gamer guys who can't get laid, because apparently it makes you a bad guy to want kids. So, but we'll see what the Kami Mommy has to say about it. They're all available in the arcade, but you have to unlock them. But let's go. But as you can see, she's looking at us with this very menacing face, which implies that you probably skipped the ad, and we're not going to skip the ad because we are not going to let the Kami Mommy use her death stare. So let's go.
Your eggs are drying up. If you're a woman online, you have probably heard that many times. Perhaps this image haunts you at night. It is a true fact that women's fertility begins to decline at age 30, and they...
Yeah, that's just how it works. Like, when a female is born, they're usually born with all the eggs that they will ever need. And after a while, they run out of eggs. But if you're a male, you always have sperm, no matter how old you get.
Suddenly wake up and get what we call baby fever. But what about the men? Do their sperm...
Did you hear Kami Mom? That's what some people nickname her, because she's a self-proclaimed socialist.
rot? Do their balls shrivel up into little raisins and die?
No, our balls don't shrivel up like that. Not unless... I don't actually know how that would work.
They wake up one day and get baby fever? Do men have a biological clock in the same way women do?
I don't... Someone tried to argue that perhaps once in a group chat that I was a part of, to say that men might have something similar to a period, but I don't even know about that.
I've briefly joked about this in videos before. In fact, a clip of mine from a video I did a few months ago actually went viral recently thanks to the VTuber Smugalana.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, shoe0nhead is a mother. She has a kid, so yeah.
Ah, yes, the male biological clock. It's not physical, but spiritual.
Men will deny this, but they absolutely have a biological clock. It may not hit in your teens or your 20s, but one day you're going to have a dream. You have a little daughter making pancakes with your wife in the morning.
Oh, Lord of mercy. I mean, I've made pancakes before, but I don't remember who it was with. I don't remember if it was by myself because I wanted to, or if one of my parents needed a little help and they were simply trying to teach me. You have to wait until the bubbles stop and to make sure that the edges are golden brown.
And you're not going to be able to get it out of your head. And the comments were full of men discussing their dreams to start a family. There is not much discussion about men's desire to have children. Like many things, it's not really something they talk about publicly. That was until a certain video game came out.
And here it comes. Yeah, I know about this game, but only in the context of more Pegasus slop.
I am DI03367, a state-of-the-art pragmatic created here at the Cradle. I possess basic life-saving...
Look, I'm pretty sure Sonic the Hedgehog did something similar to this with, what's her name? Sage? And took Pancakes in Paradise, so yeah. Is that her name? That robot hologram, whatever the hell girl from Sonic Frontiers?
How about we call you Diana?
Diana?
Diana.
That is a sci-fi action game where you play as astronaut Hugh Williams, who is sent to investigate an abandoned moon base. He meets a childlike android named Diana, and they team up to survive and escape the space station. Along the way, they uncover what went wrong and defeat the bad guys, all while forming a strong emotional bond.
Let's go. And this motivated a whole lot of people to
I'm counting
want to
on
start
you, kiddo.
families.
But it seems to have awakened something deep within gamers.
Yeah.
Especially male gamers.
The urge to get married and have kids.
I'm not planning
Yeah, Sage.
on getting married and having kids, but damn, this game is like fatherhood calling to me. Is this how women feel about their biological clocks?
I
This game
wouldn't
makes me
know.
want a daughter. What is this feeling inside me? It can't be. It's like
I want to protect. Let's go.
It's like I want to be a dad. They want
He attack, but he also protect.
me over. The white baby makes me feel paternal.
I
Oh,
will
Lord.
burn anyone and anything that tries to harm her.
This
Oh,
game is
Lord.
dragging out the innate dad instinct. I
I'm
want
sure
to like
it is.
Pragmata, but I can't, knowing that men are also enjoying it. This
Shut up.
is a game for incels.
Shut up.
Babe, wake up! It's time for your yearly gamer culture war slop.
Let's go. We have to get Gamergate 2.0 Electric Boogaloo.
It's 2014 forever, man. We are never going to escape Mr. Gamergate's wild ride. In this video,
Let's go. I knew it. I knew that was going to get brought up, so that's why I brought it up first.
we are going to discuss the facts and theories behind the so-called male biological clock after we discuss the drama surrounding the game Pragmata and how a bunch
Yeah.
of men expressing a simple, wholesome desire, the desire to start a family, has turned into yet another culture war. Yet another gender war. The gender war.
Let's
men
go.
versus women, women versus men. The
The battle of the sexist.
male loneliness epidemic, the female loneliness epidemic,
The everyone loneliness epidemic.
dealing with dating apps, hookup culture. Do men like curvy or thin women? Do women like dad bods or fit men? Do they like
Don't make me answer that because I've already answered it.
beards or clean shaven? Oh yeah, that reminds me. Before we get to
Uh-oh, here we
deeper
go.
into this video, let's quickly give a shout out to today's sponsor, Henson Shaving.
Henson Shaving, let's go. You might want to check this product out.
For the last few decades, razors haven't been designed to work better. They've been designed to be
No, I was about to say, what the heck is this what the heck is this mid-1900s getup that you've got going on here?
marketed better. More features, more gimmicks, more blades. Just add one more blade, bro. One more blade, I promise, bro. One more blade. While skin irritation is just treated
Oh god, that's why I don't shave. I've let my beard grow out since my senior year.
like something you just have to deal with. And a major cause for irritation is blade flex, because most razors use springs to let the blades move as you shave. That helps
Yeah.
them adapt to like different angles, but also causes extra tugging and razor burn. Most people just learn to cope with like aftershave and cold water, fixing the symptoms instead of the cause. The question nobody asks is, should the blade even move? And here's where Henson Shaving comes in. By fully
Oh, yeah, I think I remember her
supporting
doing...
a two-sided blade all across its length, they hold the blade in place,
They had it at a 30-degree angle, which you can use to make a 30, 60, 90 right triangle.
preventing any bouncing or skipping, resulting in an irritation-free shave. No springs, no movement, no need to compensate with pressure. And there's something really satisfying about that. Not just getting a better shave, but finally
You should look at satisfying videos of people squishing sand or something.
fixing something that's been quietly annoying you for years. Like when you spend months wondering why you don't feel rested even after you get 8 hours sleep, and then you realize, oh, I need a new mattress. You don't need more aftershave, you need a new razor.
Well, if you're a swimmer, most swimmers usually shave their whole bodies in order to cut down on resistance, so there's that too.
And since I switched to Henson, I noticed that my shaves have been smoother than ever. No tugging, no cuts. The best part is once you invest in a Henson razor, it is a lifetime purchase. The only thing
I should mention that I've been stroking my beard for the past several minutes because it's just something that I do while I'm streaming. So it's kind of ironic that I'm even letting this play, considering that I don't intend on shaving myself anytime soon.
you need to replace are the blades, which cost just
And now I'm resisting the urge to try to stroke my beard. Oh no, what am I doing to myself?
10 cents each. So once you own the razor, you'll only be spending like $3 to $5 per year. Henson offers a variety of different colors. I have the rose gold. I think it's so cute. So
It's
if you're
very
tired of
cute.
razor burn, skin irritation, and overpaying for replacement blades, Henson Shaving is definitely worth checking out. Just head over to hensonshaving.com/shoe and add both a Henson razor and 100 blades to your cart. Then enter code SHOE at checkout to get the
If you guys want to do that, it's hensonshaving.com/shoe.
blades for free with your purchase. Big thanks to Henson for sponsoring this video, and
And thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad.
Right? Now,
Yes.
let's get back to the video.
All right, back to the culture war.
History, there have been countless stories centered around a very specific dynamic: the adult protector and a child. You
Yep.
see it everywhere. In video games, they call it a dad simulator. The Walking Dead
Is Walking Dead really like that? We need to play Walking Dead at some point. I remember my sisters looking at a playthrough of Walking Dead by a YouTuber named Mess Yourself, and it was certainly enjoyable, to say the least. The complete first season plus 400 days.
The Last of Us, God of War, Detroit.
Would these be Really? So these are all called dad simulators? I didn't realize that this was even a thing.
Become Human, Bioshock, Life is Strange, also movies like Logan, True Grit, In a Way, Monsters Inc., shows
Okay.
like The Mandalorian, literature has done it forever with The Road, Les Miserables, and many, many others. It shows up
Okay, I didn't realize that there was even a term for
time
it.
and time again because it taps into something deeply human. The instinct to protect, to guide, to teach, to nurture something
The strength to protect what matters.
more vulnerable than yourself. It is a beautiful and powerful story that has been told for centuries. And you're like really weird and an incel for enjoying it.
Yes, I didn't realize we were watching Casey Tron. The only thing that's missing is the weed.
Incel game. If you buy this game, I'm gonna assume you are a pedophile.
Yeah, that's another thing that these people are assuming. That is because it's a grown man with with an animatronic with a robot that looks like a little girl, and so they assume that it has creepy undertones, which in some cases, the fact that this person is saying it, it's probably a form of projection. At least that's what other people say. That's not me saying it, it's what others are saying.
I feel like it's a breach of ethics at this point to design child characters for an audience of majority male gamers. Like, let's stop with the defenseless girl the big strong man has to protect. This reeks of sexism and control.
It's always that. It's never enough. It's not enough that there are already strong female characters in a lot of media. The fact that we still have this sexist stereotypes, I don't even know where to go with that. That's how bullshit this
I
is.
hate these father simulator games. They always give me the creeps. This
You must have daddy issues then.
is low Kirkenuanly fascist
Low Kirk. Wait, is that and
propaganda and gives me pedo
no, low Kirkenually. That's a new one.
vibes. Wouldn't it be cool if I sneezed right now?
Oh no, honey, don't do that. It's not worth it.
Fascist propaganda. If this is fascist propaganda, slap me and call me Adolf. Zoomer women really look at a wholesome game involving a child and wait, what?
I think it's because they know that they can't get laid or have kids because they're too busy with their OnlyFans. Either that, or it's the fact that guys don't want to approach them out in public because if a guy tries to approach them, they'll assume that it's sexual harassment.
What the f is low Kirkenuanly? After
That's what I thought. It's clearly a reference to Charlie Kirk, because of course it is.
hearing about toxic masculinity for the past like 15 years now, finally a topic comes up where it's overwhelmingly positive masculinity, and what is the response?
It's not positive enough. It's only positive if it's gay presenting.
I think the funniest thing about the pragmatic controversy is that those incels genuinely think they could ever get near enough to a woman to impregnate one.
Because if they tried, they'd be considered, creeps.
It's not nuanced. Pragmata is blatant pedophilia catered to male gooner gamers. Why are people thinking this is sexual or makes you a pedophile? Because men are notorious for being peds and disgusting humans? They sexualize everything? You are not very smart. A lot of
Neither are you.
loser males who often turn to gaming are pedos. It is an unconscious strategy to avoid competing with chat, as well as complementing their own pure.
You got the bad ending. He's everywhere. It's, yeah. Competing with the Chad, okay.
Turniness. All development.
What the hell does that even mean?
What?
Where?
Y'all are full of shit talking about
I like how she left I like how shoe0nhead left this unblocked so that you know exactly what we're dealing
dad
with.
instincts and whatever. We know why the f you want to play the game. You want to crack the little blonde bimbo slut.
You're calling her a blonde bimbo slut. And yet, you're accusing other people of being child lovers. Here you are doing what Hamas Diddy bin Laden Adolf Epstein Piker did with regards to Hannah Montana or Miley Cyrus. He said, and Hassan said, and I quote, "I always knew that Miley Cyrus was a little slut." That's what they're doing right here. Oh, AI edited images. Okay.
What? This character design creeps me out. Why does she look like a doll? Why is this blonde child
It's a robot.
with a blowout running around barefoot? I've not yet played
It's
the
a
game. Is this
robot.
expanded on in the plot? Or is this just eye candy for creeps? I feel like I'm going insane. She just looks like a cute kid to me. Like,
It's just a kid. She's just a kid. But nothing will stop the top executives of BET from destroying black people.
that is just literally a cute little kid. I do not see the sexualization, and I am a huge pervert, mind you.
Really? I mean, I try to... I know that if I say it out loud, people are going to hold it against me. But if she's not afraid to say that she's a pervert, I may as well just not say anything at this point.
I do not see what the f these people are talking about. Are there creepy people on the
sorry,
internet who are
it's done.
sexualizing Diana? Yes, absolutely yes. It is
Yeah, there are people that will do that, but still.
a small minority, but it is still disgusting. In fact, a subreddit had to be shut down because people were making not safe for work
Oh, good lord. Like, when there's, no, apparently on Rule 34, there's images of Toph Beifong's feet.
art of this child, which honestly is not shocking. It's Reddit. That's not the game's
Yeah,
fault.
it's Reddit.
The game has nothing creepy in it. These creepy people will always exist, unfortunately. I have made several videos about these people existing. People getting
Did
mad
you?
here are not getting mad at the people sexualizing Diana. That would
They are mad at the very game itself for allowing it to happen.
be completely
Because it's not profitable. That's why it's shut down.
understandable. It would make sense if they were going to the accounts that were doing that.
Yeah, it was announced back in February. Yeah. Yeah, I actually reacted to a video about it, if you want to check that out at some point.
And calling them creeps.
I think it was during a time that you weren't able to join the stream, Brett.
But no, they're for some reason just getting mad at people liking and enjoying the game. They're just
Yeah.
spurring out and randomly calling everyone and anyone incels.
Why did they make her look like a porn star, though?
Projection. Maybe because you want that for yourself, don't you?
Why is the child sexy? Are you okay?
That's what they're asking, yet they're accusing other people of sexualizing her.
These Twitter freaks see a child, immediately sexualize them, and think everyone else is as creepy as they are. Like, no, bitch, that's you. And Reddit. You
Yep.
and Reddit. There is nothing in this video game that caters to the freaks except for the fact that Diana is a child. Compare that to, like, Cuties, where they're
Yeah, they don't think twice about this, especially not when it regards to Sneeko.
there were up closes of real children twerking. That is media. That is catering to those people. An article
I don't even want to see grown women twerk, so...
recently came out from the outlet The Gamer that in the beginning talks about what happened on the Reddit and how disgusting some people are being towards the character
And of course it's some bitch named Stacy.
Diana. Okay, fair enough, I agree. But then towards the end, the author throws in something very telling.
I have not yet played Pragmata, and that's because I'm a little tapped out on stories where men adopt daughter-like figures and prove their masculinity by protecting them.
Yeah. So you haven't even played the game because of how the story is.
That is their real problem. Men protecting people. That's just them proving
Because it's seen as a front to strong bitches.
their masculinity. And as we all know, masculinity bad.
Blatantly not fuel, whether you agree with it
Nonce. It's blatantly nonce fuel. What is nonce
or
fuel?
not. The average attraction trope on a little girl, blonde, blue eye.
Of course, it has to go all the way back to eugenics. They accuse other people of being National Socialists, yet they're the ones that can't stop talking about it.
I mean, the whole game is low-key Nazi.
There, they just proved my point. It's always the National Socialists. It's never anyone else.
Propaganda, to be fair. I think the men who play this are probably creepy, but how is it Nazi propaganda?
Because it's blonde blue.
Blonde, blue-eyed toddler and tiaras looking white girl you have to save is literally Nazi propaganda straight out of the 1930s, dude. Sorry, I don't see it. Ugh, I really don't have the energy to deal with this. Just use your brain.
Says the guy who won't even use their brain. Shut the hell up, punk.
Sorry, I don't have the energy to explain my schizophrenic paranoid delusion. Good. I don't have the energy to listen to it. Listen, I know we're all
shit.
used to seeing gay, black, Hispanic, disabled furries in
Is she talking about me? Because I'm not black, but I am Hispanic, and I'm gay, and I have this walking, talking animal avatar.
media lately. But I promise you, white people still exist. It's not Nazi propaganda.
I feel like this girl character is an objectification of the idealized child. She's
Shut up. Says someone with a black and white picture, knowing that back during the days of black and white TVs when gender stereotypes were most prominent.
pulled right from the patriarchal white supremacist imagination. The perfect pure white girl child that must be protected so she can produce the next white generation.
Yes, unsolicited from online prostitutes. It's unsolicited opinions from online prostitutes. I mean, I wouldn't know if that person has an OnlyFans or whatever the hell, but I'm just saying. No, each of these comments fills me with a level of frustration that makes me want to transcend the boundaries of this physical world and the digital world and put them in their place. And for legal purposes, this is not intended to be violence upon them. This is just to tell them what for. Let's
Anyway.
go.
Funny how y'all have paternal instincts for a child with a model woman's face plastered on it.
What the?
Make her look like an actual kid with missing teeth, short hair,
Oh, this is what they're trying. This is what they're talking about.
Bare face, snot, and see if those instincts kick in the same. This game is openly catering to pedos. The gaslighting is over. Wait,
These people are just upset because they know that they ain't ever gonna have kids.
I'm trying to follow the logic here. Let me just give myself some brain damage.
Oh, I see. No, I will never stoop down. I will. At least I can't say that I'll never stoop to their level, but I can at least try not to.
So we make her look more like a child in
Oh, okay.
order to not cater to pedophiles.
That's just gonna make it worse.
Am I following that correctly? Also, the face on the left is like a child 6 to 7 years old, and the
Yeah.
one on the right is like a 3-year-old.
Yeah?
Diana's a robot kid. She's not a
Yeah,
robot
she's a robot.
toddler. Also, again, she looks like a kid. Am I going insane? Like, that looks just like a little kid.
No, that's one of my sisters look like
Do they
shit.
just want her to look ugly? Is that what this is? They want her to be ugly? Like,
I mean, that's kind of what they do in some cases, in some games. Like, they try to make the guys look feminine and the girls look ugly. Because pretty ladies are considered anti-woke.
I need more brain damage. Hold on.
Weeb incel gamers LARPing saying, ooh, I want to be a dad now.
Weeb. Japanese people like weebs because they think that people don't like Japan, even though we really like Japan.
Oh, because they're manipulative, creepy freaks and like the ooh little girl with the model face, especially the lolicons, obviously. The devs know the male gamers hate a realistic or ugly child because that's not what they're playing for. If they made her look like a realistic, ugly child, none of them would be saying this. First of all,
I'm not going to let you call my kids ugly, bitch. You can take that outside.
Well, why are they acting like it's realistic to portray children as ugly and disgusting? Children are not ugly and disgusting. Like, they're cute and adorable. That's what they're known for. Like, yes, she's made to look cute. Yes. That's how you know this game was not made by Western video game developers. That's how you know there was no Liliths on the dev team here.
Okay.
you guys would lose your shit while playing Bioshock. Actually, Bioshock is a really good example of this design working right. The little sisters are all gross and have gray-green skin. No!
Wait. I thought we were supposed to celebrate other people's skin colors, and now you're saying that green-gray skin is ugly? I don't know. That sounds very colorist of you to say.
You don't understand. Everything around me must be ugly as or I will furiously start masturbating. This all sounds like 2014 discourse, because it is 2014 discourse. Please don't let
But
there be
amped up to the nth degree.
Gamergate 2.0. Who's going to be the shoe-0nhead 2.0 to emerge from the Gamergate 2.0?
It could be me if I wanted to.
If she's listening now,
Okay, that's not gonna happen then.
this might sound very vague, but don't.
Don't.
That thing? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Phew. Thanks for talking to me all the time. Ta-da!
Is this supposed to be when we first boarded the tram?
Uh-huh. I drew it. It's for you.
Look at that.
Do we get to see what his actual face looks like? I've never played this game, so I wouldn't know.
You wrote your name, too. Not half bad, kiddo.
This robot girl makes me uncomfortable, and the fact that I haven't seen female gamers fawn over her is interesting. I've
Because a lot of them are very anti-natalist.
seen more clips of her and that man, and that is not how kids behave. Something weird is going on here.
The something weird going on here is you, ma'am. You are the something weird.
Yep.
Men like the Father Simulator game where you have to protect a small child and shoot up a bunch of robots in space? Suspicious. Also, I have seen plenty of female gamers fawn over this character.
Oh, look at that.
Me. Yeah. Okay. Everything's.
Aw, no, you'll never hear this. You'll never see them pointed out. You'll never see them be called femcells.
Who would win? Decades of anti-natalist propaganda? One little bean. There were even women cosplaying as her.
Oh, damn. No, watch them. Watch the femcell accusers come out.
And when women even expressed how cute they thought Diana was, they're also met with this.
Yes, here we go. Oh, wait. Here's what else they're gonna be called pick-me's, or they're gonna send women back to the 20th century.
Oh my god, Diana is so precious and adorable. I'm gonna love this game. Thanks for telling everyone why you want to play the game, before you make up some other excuse to hide your pet.
And this is a guy with the guy for a profile pic. You remember seeing a Twitter post that someone was upset that they couldn't look underneath? Obviously, we still have those people running amok, yet the people that actually like this game like it for the actual story, and they like genuinely like the dynamic, and yet we have people like this that's making the tweet thinking that everyone is like that. They're not all like that person that was blocked.
Yeah.
What?
Water guns are the best. I like it just as much as crayons. I like how the sand feels on my toes. I press down and sink in. Children don't act like this.
Yes we do. I liked water guns, and I like crayons, and I liked the way that sand felt in my hands. This is how children act. I know because I used to be a kid, and I used to enjoy all these things. So yes, we did used to act like this, so shut the hell up.
This is how someone who fetishizes fatherhood wants children to behave. To normal people, it's actually deeply off-putting. The best part was all the actual parents, like, replying to these people like, yeah, no, that is literally how my 5-year-old acts.
Even the parents agree. And no, and a lot of these people, they probably don't even have kids themselves. I know I've said that like a dozen times, but I'm just saying.
Like, yeah, no, that's pretty accurate. Fetishizing you mean the human desire to procreate and start a family? Oh,
You mean the human desire to want to play in the sand and build sand castles? Because we like building things?
you want to meet a woman and settle down and have a family? Maybe,
No, that's apparently fastism.
maybe have a house?
But don't you know, Brett, kids don't like water guns. It's unnatural for kids to like water guns and crayons.
2 dogs? You sick f***. We've reached radioactive levels of incel propaganda. And, what the f*** does incel mean anymore? I feel like I ask this in every single video. This tweet got
It just means someone that you don't like, who happens to be the opposite gender of you.
thousands of likes. I feel like I am going insane. Where does the
How many thousand likes? Knowing that there's 8 billion people in the world, that's probably less than a 10,000th of a percent.
incel part come from? Like, they want men to be open about their emotions, and then men are open about their emotions, and then they're just called Nazis or incels or both. Usually
No
both.
shit.
Usually a package deal. And this tweet came from a man
I think both of those
to
did.
make things worse. A grown-ass man
He's a grown-ass man, and he told a 15-year-old to eat a dick?
saw another grown-ass man speaking about the normal human desire to want a family and want children one day, and called him an incel. Cockroach behavior.
In any case, what is
Oh, and then here's this bastard.
this? Capcom's Pragmata.
Capcom.
Wait, did it come out already?
No, it
it's
didn't
making
come
1,000
out.
people suddenly want to start a family. You play as Hugh as soldier.
Yeah, his coverage is obviously the most damning example. And of course, live, Al Jazeera English.
And on a ruined lunar research station, his job is protecting the childlike android Diana while fighting rogue AI. In one emotional moment, she gives him a crayon drawing of the two of them together as a little family. Even streamers who say at the start they didn't want kids end up breaking down happy in tears. So what's really interesting about this is all of these unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about like starting families and stuff. And I don't understand like why this has become a thing that they care about. Like, if you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience. You should care about things that you actually enjoy, right? If you're a lonely gamer who has never been around a woman and will never have sex with a woman, why do you care? Like, why do you care about having children or like riding for having children? Like, it's just not something that you're gonna experience ever for your life, for the rest of your life, right?
Says the guy who just sleeps around with who goes to brothels. Yes, because going to brothels that later get raided for sex trafficking is certainly a very fulfilling life.
This is something that I never understand.
Wow, maybe there's a reason people are yearning to start a family and can't afford to have one and can't seem to find a partner. They feel alienated from their work and atomized from their community. If only there was a political commentator around to speak about all this.
And it had to be him.
Oh well, guess not. First of all, the only care about something if it affects you is extremely libertarian coded, and also
Is it libertarian? Because I kind of feel that way, where I'm only really concerned with things that are within my immediate vicinity. Granted, I'm sure I could also care about other things that might not necessarily affect me, but could affect others, but I tend to... But knowing that I'm limited in what I can and can't do, I just focus on my day-to-day tasks, let's call them.
very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean. Second of all, what is this nihilistic horseshit? You never aspire for anything, never aim for greatness and meaning.
Oh, isn't that what that one guy, I don't remember what his name is, but it was this other like degenerate streamer who was talking about how it was in the context of that massive flood that took place, all that massive those storms and flooding that took place in Texas not too long ago, where some children at some summer camp lost their lives to it, and then some degenerate streamer was all like, oh, who cares about those kids? He was joking about them, and then he was like, oh, who cares? It's just a joke, man. All of their jobs are going to get replaced by AI, so it's not like they have much to live for. That's basically what's going on there.
This is the dude the media wants us to believe is going to save young men from the alt-right pipeline. Yeah, okay. And I love how he's like, unfuckable losers. Like, okay, congrats on the sex, bro. Check out this sex haver over here. I'm sure all those unfuckable losers could easily go to foreign brothels.
Yes, I mentioned this just a moment ago. Shit, no. Rather, no, he pays for it. A lot of these other people, they want a genuine relationship. I don't want to have to pay for it. That's just very shallow.
Pay for sex like you, Hassan. Something weird about a man who could easily, consensually get sex from a woman, but chooses to go to a brothel. I don't know. Just saying. Also, 35? No kids?
No, your biological responsibilities are running out.
Like, I'm sorry, that just pisses me off. Like, sitting in his ugly ass $600 Gucci sweater. I swear I've never seen this guy in a.
No, he's got all sorts of $1,000 designer outfits and accessories. Yet he wants to make believe that he's about redistributing wealth. Why don't you start with your own?
Normal ass t-shirt, sitting on his high horse, looking down at people for wanting something more out of life. I don't understand how someone could be so mentally mind raped that this is their reaction to such like a simple, wholesome concept. Like literally, no joke, the entire meaning of life is somehow confusing to Hassan Piker, anti-natalist. If I saw a child that looked like that, I'd probably.
Oh hell no! If I had a daughter that looked exactly like that and you attacked it, I would make sure that it's the last thing that you attack. And I'm not saying that lightly either. I have the right to self-defense and the defense of my children. And of course, shoe0nhead leaves the flag unblocked.
Attack it. I felt like hitting her. The right-wing nutjobs seeing this and feeling paternal instincts are just predators. The only instinct I feel as a man right now is self-defense. I want
to
kill it.
And yet you're accusing others of being predators. You know, in the wild, a predator is something that eats another thing, and you're wanting to kill this thing.
Yes, the ones saying they want to protect a kid are the predators, not the ones saying they want to kill it.
Exactly, the point that I was trying to make.
The only thing I felt while watching this is pure bloodlust for that annoying creature. I hate children so much. Before you come at me, yes, I'm a 35-year-old crazy cat lady and proud of it. Stay mad.
Well, you seem pretty mad yourself, so yeah.
First of all, every time you see a little smiley face like that,
it means that they're actually very angry that they're never going to get laid and have children of their own. They know that it's not going to happen because no one wants to touch them.
That's how you know that person is madder than they've ever been in their entire life.
Yep.
Listen, obviously, if you simply don't want kids, that's fine. Like, whatever. Not everyone wants kids. Not everyone wants to be a parent. But the societal attitude, the difference between men and women here, how they handle this situation is so, like, fascinating to me.
I'm probably never having kids. I'm probably gonna play video games for the rest of my life. I'm probably gonna be as hot for as long as I can. And I'm probably gonna keep making money. That's probably what's gonna happen for the next 40 years until people are just gonna keep being mad at me about it. Menopause is gonna hit me like a brick wall, but at least I will be in the bag until then. You don't want kids? I'll do it whenever I want. I don't think I'm running out.
Whenever you want. Well, apparently you can freeze your eggs, but I don't even know how that works.
At a time.
Absolute delusion. I feel like a lot of men in this situation are like, damn, I wish I had a family, that sucks. Women overcompensate and they pretend to be proud of it, and it just comes off as really kind of sad. And I guess it's like, as a woman for a long time, it's like, oh, you're too young to have kids, don't have kids, it will ruin your life and your body and your career, don't have children. And then all of a sudden you hit a certain age and it's like, you're eggs, man.
Oh, no.
I get it, it's frustrating, I get it. I hid my pregnancy from the internet. Nobody knew I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Well, some of you guessed.
I still believe Shu was pregnant. Oh no. If she's not drinking energy drinks, uh-oh. No, she got found out back then.
But anyway, I hid it from the internet, and while I was like 5 months pregnant, I was getting tweets from like Groypers and like, TikTok, your eggs are drying up. This.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Oh. Sorry, I got distracted by what look. There's a firefly in my basement, and I see it flying around. How the hell did it get in here?
Like, you haters, I got my cats. Enough. Stop spreading that attitude. Stop being a crab in a bucket. Like, even if you don't have children, that's fine. You can find other meaning in your life, obviously.
Right.
But don't encourage that type of mindset. The amount of anti-natalist propaganda young men and young women see nowadays is, like, insane. But the biggest anti-natalist propaganda has to be, like, $30,000 rent, $2,000 daycare, and student debt, honestly. Like,
yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why it's difficult to have kids these days, because of all of this extraneous bull crap that gets in the way. That's why we got a special guest, yes. Yeah, that's why I decided not to go to college, because I did not want to get into all that debt. Right now, all I have to do is pay, no, fireflies aren't harmful, but all I have to do is just pay my car payments and some miscellaneous other things.
If we're being honest, it's just sad because like through all of history, like
I told myself that once my car is finally paid off, then I would be able to move back out of my family's house.
imagine your ancestors, they've been through like war and famine, and you're just gonna end your bloodline because the rent is too high. But it's understandable. They don't feel like they can support a child. They can barely support themselves, especially on one income.
I mean, I know that in Japan, one of the reasons why the birth rate has gotten so bad there is because if mothers are expected to be stay at home. Like, a lot of women in Japan, they want careers and they also want to have kids, but just the way that the society is, if you're a mother, you're expected to be a full-time mother.
Like how it used to be. Those days are gone. You know, if I was president and I wanted to make America great again, that would be the thing I focused on the most.
Yeah.
But no, we have to do another bullshit war in the Middle East. Okay, whatever, we're not going into that, not in this video.
Not right now. Not right now. Maybe in the next video, but we'll see.
Lots of strange reactions to this game. Let's clear some things up. Childless men do not have paternal instincts the way childless women have maternal instincts. Men first experience paternal instincts once they have their own children, and typically, those paternal instincts are only ever felt for their own children and no one else's.
So you say.
Men are not nurturers. Men don't gush over cute kids in public. Men don't have baby fever. If a man wants to possess a child for any reason other than it being a product of his own lineage, he's likely a predator. What? Okay. First of all, even from like anecdotal common sense.
No, even I, as someone who's gay, have often felt like, there are some things that are definitely worth protecting. Like, I have my siblings and all of that are younger than me. Some of them, at least 2, 3 of them are still teenagers. And yes, I would definitely protect them as much as I can.
This is just not true. This is obviously bullshit. Research literally shows that childless men experience like the desire for fatherhood almost just as much as childless women experience the desire for motherhood. Apparently young men.
Yeah, young men without children are more likely than young women to say they want to be parents someday.
Want children more than young women do nowadays. Many men, including childless men, exhibit caregiving, protective responses to infants, even if they're not their own.
No, I'm at the point, no, even when I hear a baby crying, sometimes I'm like, I feel like that I should do something about it. So yeah, even I've experienced that kind of desire to want to nurture.
Men have protected, mentored, even died for kids that weren't their own. Also with this logic, like uncles, stepdads, adoptive fathers, like anyone like that is a predator. Like
she's making a really good point. I didn't make that. No, as a brother who still has kid siblings, does that make me a predator?
If men just have the protector gene, and this game just activates it. It's really not deeper than that. Yes, it's true, men don't have maternal instincts, but men do have paternal instincts. There's a reason this game is about protecting her from evil robots in space, and not like, breastfeeding her.
Yeah, those are clearly two different things.
Yes, women and men are different. And I like a huge factor in this very popular trope is that the man gradually develops paternal instincts over the child despite his...
Yes. I mean, I've been helping take care of my siblings since a lot of them were in diapers, so I know how to take care of a kid, so if I wanted to be a dad at some point, granted, I'm gay, so it would kind of be awkward to want to work around. I mean, I do have ideas in my head, but one of them is a little far-fetched.
Stoic, emotionally distant, masculine nature. These gamers are experiencing that through the main character. If Capcom's goal with Pragmata was to make everyone who plays this game want to be a parent, then they've done an amazing job. I always sit back when Diana starts playing and think to myself, so this is what it's like to have a daughter? She's so cute. And for the record, yes, that is what having kids is like. It's also not so fun stuff and lots of responsibility.
Yeah, and a lot of, they break something, and then you're like, really?
Good parts
You're gonna clean that up. You're gonna clean up what you just broke, and then you're gonna do chores until you've paid off your debt.
Completely outweigh the bad and make it all worth it. There were hundreds of tweets from people, mostly childless people.
Colic. I don't know what that is.
Mind you, being like, that's not what having a child is like, actually, you stupid gamer. It's actually terrible and awful. Men like this view having a daughter like having a pet dog. Once she grows up and isn't a cute little girl anymore, they'll begin to resent her.
It's more like the other way around.
Men really do want kids the way kids want a puppy. All the fun, but none of the responsibilities. I don't like the way you guys talk about children. Like, they aren't toys. People will lose their f***ing minds when they realize that kids aren't like a dog or cat. They're a goddamn nightmare.
I bet you were a nightmare when you were a kid, and that's why you're making this rant.
Watching a child play with a toy and actually raising a child are two completely separate things. Kids are adorable when they're calm and playful, but little demons when they're screaming, snotting, and destroying your shit and keeping you up at night. Men really think having children is easy and fun. It's not so fun when they're pissing and shit and crying nonstop. Do you have kids? No, and I got my tube side 3 years ago, but thanks for asking. Wow, Diana's so cute. Maybe I want kids one day. Did you know they poop and pee and cry?
Yeah, sounds like you, bitch.
Why this compulsive need to counter-signal this? Watching a fictional kid play with toys for a few seconds and thinking that's what it's like raising an actual human being is probably a sign you have zero idea what it really looks like being a parent, and you should not base your decision off a video game character. Wait, wait, this community note. OP is an e-girl with an OnlyFans account.
Yeah, that checks out. I mean, she was censoring her profile pic, so that checks out.
You stupid gamers don't get it. Doom scrolling TikTok and having multiple failed situationships is true happiness. Children are a burden. So nobody is saying parenting is easy. Nobody said that.
No one said that. I'm pretty sure saying raising a pet. Wait, Pinnacle, what did you just say? They're real? I thought they were just little things behind the doors in Monsters, Inc. I thought they were just a power source. This changes everything. I've been told that if we get touched by a kid, bad things happen. Start growing welts. All sorts of sores. And then one day your windpipe closes up, and then you can't breathe. I don't want to live in this world anymore, knowing that children are real.
Parents say are the best parts. All the parts parents say are worth it. That is what people are seeing and yearning for. They have this like insane compulsion to attack anything that's like remotely pro-family, I guess because it culturally clocks as conservative. So you have to just shun it and mock it, or else you're doing a fascist propaganda or something. This whole thing has just been a litmus test for humanity. On one side,
now, one thing that I can tell you is that if you try to mess with me or my siblings and my parents find out about it, you better hope that we don't live in the same area as us. Let's be real.
People who long for love and meaning and human connection, desire deeper things, and they're in touch with their humanity. And on the other side, miserable, insane freaks who want to destroy everything pure and wholesome. And then on the sidelines, normal people who just think this is a fun game. Yeah, that's probably most people. Yeah, they just want to, it's more of a, the whole father-daughter dynamic is more of a bonus to the normal people. They're like, oh, that's so cute, but this game is so fun. I mean, it looks like a fun game, but yeah. I think we're a little too online sometimes. Yeah, that's why I'm hardly ever online. We have established that the broveries have been activated. Broveries? That's one way to call balls. Is the male biological clock real? I think unlike women who are born with a specific... Wait. Sex 101 with Mrs. Head. Okay, here we go. You see when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much. Number of eggs. Men create sperm all their life. Right now, as we speak, your balls are creating sperm. I mean, is she wrong? I mean, I'm sure there are some guys who are unfortunately infertile, and so they're not able to make sperm, but, you know, most guys are able to. And they do it from the moment that they hit puberty. Men can technically get someone pregnant all their life. And by someone, I mean a woman, not a femboy. You can't. No, I don't need this guy. No, get that off my screen. Get a femboy pregnant. Stop trying. Sperm quality tends to decline over time. Lower sperm count and more DNA damage to the sperm occurs. These changes usually start after 35 to 40 years old. So as men age, the risk of passing on genetic mutations increases. Similar to maternal age, higher paternal age has been associated with autism, schizophrenia, so basically being a shoe0nhead fan, and other I'm undiagnosed, so that checks out. Rare genetic disorders, as well as the chance of miscarriage rates being higher. So when red pill manosphere people tell you like, oh, you have all the time in the world to have children, bro, focus. Guess not, huh? On yourself, queen, get that bag. Like, technically, they're correct. Physically, you do have all the time in the world, but that doesn't mean you should wait. Having kids is more than the ability to reproduce. You want energy to chase a toddler around. You want your kids to have their father in their life for a long time. You want to see your kid graduate and maybe have children of their own. You want to give your parents grandchildren. You don't want to be a super old dad or mom, but if that's how— Yeah, I mean, King of the Hill, you have Cotton Hill, who got
Hank's childhood classmate pregnant. He got her knocked up through 3 layers of protection, and then she had good Hank, or GH.
What happens, that's how it happens, and that's great.
And then he died while he was still a baby, and now he's a teenage boy in the revival.
Life is not a Hallmark movie, but it should not be the ideal for men and women. Like,
Yeah.
if you are in a stable relationship, get married and have kids as soon as possible. Honestly, it's the stable relationship part I think people are having the most trouble with. It's easy to be
Right.
like, find a wife and get married and have kids, bro, and it's like,
Yeah, it's not that simple. You have to find someone that you can live the rest of your life with.
find a wife? From where? The wife store? Listen, I believe you will have that one day, Anon. I believe you will have that wife and daughter or son.
I don't know how I would be able to pull off something. I mean, best case scenario, I could adopt, but there's only so much that I could do there.
will have a little Diana of your own one day. You will
Either adopt or get a surrogate or something like that.
hang those drawings on your fridge. Don't blackpill, don't doom. We're all gonna make it. Same to you ladies watching. If I can make
Yeah.
it, you can make it. So what did you guys think of this?
I mean, I wanted to talk more about how I feel in this kind of thing, but that might be best saved for another time. You have Tourette's.
You played Pragmata? Did you like it? Did it make you feel those fatherly or motherly instincts? Is your biological clock ticking? Do you have baby fever? If you like this video, please subscribe, and if you can, donate to my Patreon, link down below. All Patreons get the raw, uncensored version of the video a day before it comes out, and I'm going to start doing live streams for Patreon members only, so that should be fun. And I will see you guys soon with a new video, a slop video, hopefully. Bye!
Wait, so this wasn't the slop video? I thought this was the slop video. Okay. Well, maybe, but we'll take what we can get. So, yeah, that's that. Another high-quality video from the head underneath the shoe. So, yeah. Can you have another bowl of slop, please? Oh, Rody, when did you get here? I think you missed the whole video. Oh, man, I'm sorry. But, yeah, we were talking about the male protector fantasy in the context of that Pragmata game, and everyone's saying that it's incel child lover bait. But I will be clipping this and uploading it to YouTube. It should be up by Sunday. So unless you want to rewind the stream yourself, but you know, better late than never. All right, give me one moment. Sorry about that. One of my nostrils was a little stuffy and I had to blow it out. But yeah, okay, so I will be right back, and then we will take a look at that video that Pinnacle recommended to me. Yes, I'm back. All right, now time to move on to the video recommendation by Pinnacle of Stupidity called This Can't Be Worth Generational Debt. And I have to say it like that because can't is capitalized and debt is capitalized by Ray Like Sunshine. So, and I think it's like more like Broke-chella. Someone spent thousands of bucks on Coachella tickets, and then I can't see what that other thing says on the thumbnail because it's on the watch later section. But yeah, no problem watching the VOD. You were busy explaining to Mom about the Palantir Manifesto for your sci-fi utopian novel that... Okay, that's very... Palantir Manifesto. Okay, so... I know that Peter Thiel knows about the Antichrist, but... At least that's what South Park says. So... Yeah. And a sci-fi utopian novel. Okay. I'm sure that we could check it out at some point. Okay, so... Okay, now let's actually get into this video so that we can discuss exactly how much money people are spending on stuff. The last time we looked at a video similar to this was in the context of Disney adults spending lots of money just to go to Disneyland and Disney World, and then connecting it to the price of Nintendo Switch 2 and the games that have been coming out for it. So we'll see how much generational debt these people are getting themselves into.
It's finally my favorite holiday, Coachellaween. The only holiday where money is just a number. How much did I pay for my Airbnb?
You probably paid your life savings and then some.
Don't worry about it, because I'm not here to save, I'm here to serve. Rent money is only once a month. Instagram pictures are forever. Do you think I could Klarna my credit card payment? No. Right.
No.
Welcome back to the light side of the internet. That will now be a $25 watch-at-home convenience fee. And for some reason, both...
I will click off this video right now if you force me to pay $25 to watch it.
Both a $15 physical shipping fee and a $15 digital delivery fee. Please and thank you. The annual influencer migration from the sunny Los Angeles, California to the even sunnier Indio, California has come and gone again. Unlike their money.
Okay, so this is...
will only be gone. I used to be an avid music festival goer. Like anyone who goes through the...
I've never been to a music festival. I mean, maybe... once? No, I've never been to one. Although I know that my old high school friends would go to a festival called Bonnaroo.
Asian nerd to Asian rave boy pipeline. I've been to my fair share of Millennium concerts, camping music festivals, and probably...
Gotta stay hydrated? No, I ain't doing that.
One too many trips to San Bernardino. And don't get me wrong, I love music festivals. Okay, I mean, like...
I've never been a big fan of those kinds of gatherings. It's just a bunch of people dancing to music, and then I'm just gonna be standing there being like, okay, when is this going to end? So I can go hang out, and so I can actually socialize with people while also eating snacks and shit.
I used to love music festivals. I can't stand for more than 2 hours without my back hurting now, but back in the day, they were my jam. So like, I'm not judging people who go to music festivals. They're fun. But even as an avid music festival goer, I don't understand Coachella. Coachella is located, like I said...
I mean, I don't know anything about Coachella other than the fact that it exists.
...before in Indio, California, which is a fucking desert in the middle of April.
So is it Burning Man? It was because she was watching a movie rather than a documentary on HBO. 2073? Blade Runner 20-something 4? No.
Basically July for California. The minimum ticket price is like, I don't know, something like
2049, I think it was. You never been to a music... Not interested? Yeah, I'm not interested in music festivals either. And apparently, the general admission 4-pack is this much. $639 and $539, and then the VIP is over $1,000. Nah, if I wanted to spend $1,000 on something, I'd buy another I was about to say I was gonna buy another Yu-Gi-Oh pad. I meant DDR pad. If I wanted to spend $1,000, I'd buy another DDR pad. No, I'd buy an old school Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
$600, and that's for like the bare basic.
And the general admission, and that's not even the 4-pack, is like somehow it's $10 more than the general admission 4-pack.
Most people that I'm talking today went for the VIP and artist passes. And what
I'm sure they did.
Does that get you? I don't know. A crowd that is just as crowded as general admission?
Oh my god, no. When the Disney Fast Pass isn't as fast as it could have been.
A VIP section that is just as littered with trash as the rest of them?
Oh lord.
Except you're a little bit closer.
If I wanted something like this, I wonder if this is what Woodstock was like.
Closer to the stage. I don't see how this is worth it. Do I want to be stuck in the heat trying to get through a crowd that kind of doesn't know what deodorant is?
If I wanted to go to a place full of people that didn't know what deodorant was, I'd go to a card shop.
No. Do I want to choose between spending $1,000 a night at a Motel 6 or paying thousands of dollars to have the right to camp and fight over
right to camp?
Very limited shower stalls? No. Do I want to see Sabrina Carpenter? Yes.
No.
Yes, I do. I would get on my knees and bark if she wanted me to.
No, like hell I would ever demean myself like that.
But all of these factors don't seem to stop anybody from going to Coachella year after year after year. In fact, the intro skit really wasn't a joke because financial limitations don't seem to stop any of the people that went there.
Nope, it doesn't. And yet these people have the audacity to complain about the economy being bad. Maybe you should stop spending so much money on all this needless whatnot. Granted, I should speak for myself because I spend a lot of gas trying to travel to and from arcades to play DDR, and then I like collecting my shiny cardboard, but at least I'm cognizant about what I'm spending on. I always try to limit myself wherever I can.
60% of the people who went to Coachella bought their ticket with a buy now, pay later service. I get those buy now, pay later services for cars, student loans. Notice how I didn't say houses because none of us are ever buying one. But in my honest opinion, if you have to use one of these for a music festival, maybe consider that going to this music festival might not be in your best financial interest.
Yeah, but they have to go. Don't you know it's their favorite musician?
Because if you need to go into debt just to get your ticket, you are going to be shocked at how much you actually have to spend outside of your ticket. Y'all, I pay—
Yeah, no. That doesn't even take into account all the amenities that you would need, like food and drink, and even the cost of travel.
Paid 105 Canadian dollars for this at Coachella. 80.
Oh my god. There's no way you spent that much for some drinks that you could have gotten for $5.
Dollars for 2 vodka Red Bulls, and it's the sugar-free Red Bulls. And this is—
What the hell? No. To the very least, when you finally get bored, your expensive cardboard, yeah, I can sell it. Yeah, no, I got some cards that can be worth a lot of money given the right meta circumstances, but yeah, although hopefully Logan Paul doesn't fuck it all up for everybody, because he did that with One Piece comics.
Just the beginning of it. This is just the alcohol, which is totally optional, by the way. I mean, all of this is totally optional, but you know.
Yet they want to spend the money anyway.
Do need food.
Song Carnival of the Animals. So 4 tacos, corn cup, and horchata. What the heck is a corn cup?
Yes.
$70 for some tacos? Nah. No. I don't think so. My mom can make 10 tacos for less than $10. No, I'll take the homemade tacos any day of the week. He's shocked. When the realization is hit. And what is horchata anyway?
$80.
The $80 for all of that.
$80 for 4 tacos and 2 things of horchata. $80 for 4 tacos, 2.
And those tacos don't even look that good. Granted, I've never been a fan of beef at all. I usually just get $70 tacos. Shit better be sprinkled with edible gold for it to be that expensive. No shit.
Things of horchata, and you don't even have any cebolla, rábano, lima, salsa.
Yeah, we need the mamba, the ramba, and then don't forget the watusi.
Chinga tu madre, it's so easy to make money from these stupid gringos. And you can tell.
Here we go.
This is an insane price because even the dude wearing a $500 Gucci scarf.
Okay, of course they have to be worth. It's not enough that they're spending $70 on some tacos. They have to spend even more money on these designer clothes.
Is going, what the hell? 4 tacos is like a single meal. Okay, that's like a side for me. 4 tacos.
Would it be? Yeah, I mean, it depends on how much you put in the tacos.
Tacos with no accoutrements and just a pile of ground beef. That's just dog food. You paid $80 for dog food. And like,
at least my mom goes above and beyond. I mean, she calls it we call it like Tex-Mex rice. You take some rice, pour some tomato sauce in it, and then let it simmer for a while, and then she puts, well, it usually depends how she's feeling, but my siblings like to eat tacos anyway.
I get it. Okay, I get it. If you're hungry at a music festival, you don't have a choice. Like when I was at EDC, I was starving at camp, and I decided to go to this food truck that sold teriyaki and rice. I paid $30 for this teriyaki and rice, except it wasn't teriyaki and rice. It was
what was it? And horchata isn't difficult to make from scratch. You found out when you prepared them for your and this landlady. Okay.
It was a strip of teriyaki beef jerky and a stuck together cold brick of rice. And
oh hell no! This is what they call teriyaki rice? Nah, no, that's not teriyaki rice. That's just, I don't know what that would be, but it's not that.
Inside of a Ziploc bag. It was like a teriyaki rice doppelganger. It was not good. And so some of the comments in here are saying that being hungry is no excuse. That is the excuse. Actually, that is a very valid excuse. The only thing that would drive someone to make a rash financial decision like this is being hangry. It's not.
No kidding. Sometimes I try to. I mean, the other day, I had a rough day at work on Sunday, and I got home later than I wanted to, and I wasn't able to make food in the store because the bagels weren't done yet, and it was already getting late, and so I ordered something else. You don't eat rice?
9,000 degrees, your Camelback is out.
Very poor man's teriyaki rice,
of
yes.
Water. The group wants to go see two headliners that are on opposite ends of the festival grounds. All the porta potties.
Oh my god, that's nasty.
Are out of paper. And
it's growing stuff.
The water lines all have a minimum of a 30-minute. Why did I even go to these? There's
no shit.
So many other
things.
Yeah,
that's why I don't do it. I can only imagine what Bonnaroo would be like. No, like my friends will go there. They'll hang out, they'll smoke weed and shit, but I don't know. I mean, I've thought about wanting to go to Bonnaroo with them at least once, but I guess not.
Because I could have done with my money, like paying $800 for Nobu sushi at Coachella.
Spent $800 on a.
I eat rice quite frequently. Rice is a very good carb, so I eat it before. So I eat it several hours before I play DDR.
Nobu at Coachella and have.
You spent $800 on a Nobu rest.
Absolutely no regrets.
Sure, you don't.
Yes. Paying almost a band for sushi that's been in the desert for 2 days.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Yeah, you don't.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's one thing to eat raw fish, but if you're gonna eat raw fish that's been sitting out like that, no.
I'm also really hoping you have about $800 worth of toilet paper prep for later. Look,
yeah.
Obviously, I'm kidding. I know refrigerators are a thing. Okay, I just like making dumb jokes. Quite literally my job. Look.
Well, what if the refrigerator was broken? Did you ever think about that? Or maybe the refrigerator isn't even all that clean.
Quality of the food is good, but why does it seem like they exclusively stocked all the food stalls with Erewhon? So at the end of it, you're looking at a bill of, thousands of dollars minimum. And the one thing that I think everyone needs to ask themselves is it worth it?
My name is James. I'm 37 years old. I'm from.
You spent $12,000?
Palo Alto, California.
I mean.
Yeah, and these are the people that, raw fish. It's sushi, Brett. The people in Japan eat it all the time. Don't you think that's a little racist, Brett? To assume that raw fish is yucky even though Japanese people eat it all the time? And even here in the West, people eat sushi all the time. I lost my train of thought. There was something that I was going to say.
Themselves is it worth it?
My name is James.
Oh yeah, I was mentioning this guy spent $12,000, and I was gonna say then there's a lot of these people. What are the how many of these are champagne socialists?
James, I'm 37 years old. I'm from Palo Alto, California.
I mean, I guess it's not really a fair question to ask for someone who's from Palo Alto. You know, that one city in California where the going rate for real estate is about $1 million a bedroom.
Oh, hell no. No, you'll never catch me trying to find a place to live in Cali. I'd move to Wyoming before I'd move anywhere else, because hardly anyone lives in Wyoming, so I'd imagine that the real estate there is pretty good.
Done safari. This is my third time.
You don't need it though, but yeah.
It's worth it for sure.
It was not worth it. Yeah, raw fish ain't your thing.
You guys got a cabana. How much was it? It was $12,000. And it's worth it? I think it's worth it, yeah. Why? The community here, I think.
Well, I'm also very fussy when it comes to food. I'm too picky for my own good. I eat chicken several times a week. Let's just leave it at that.
I just meet a lot of interesting people. I don't know, it's just a really good vibe. I think it's really positive. Everyone who just loves music wants to have a good time.
But I think it's so funny that he can't even describe why it's worth it. This is why this man says it's
sour cream, the pain of your existence. I could totally rave to this. Yeah, you made me think of sour cream from Steven Universe.
It's worth it. The community.
Who would probably be one of the performers at Coachella because his character, one of his main character traits is that he's a DJ.
Really good people. Tell me you were in a fraternity without telling me you were in a fraternity. You don't need to spend $12,000 to meet friends and nice people. You can just be an interesting person.
Yeah, just spent $1,000 on a Yu-Gi-Oh deck
on your own, which is completely free, by the way. Number 2, it's a really good vibe. Yeah, I really hope so for 12,000.
Yeah, you guys, it would be if it was for sizzleized. I was about to say unsizzleized. Yes, we're gonna unsizzle the fish so that it's raw again. Yeah, some raw food stuff has an acquired taste. I'd imagine tartar is like that, or no. What am I thinking of? What's that? I'm trying to think of what that form of raw beef is called. God damn it.
$10. Which brings us to the conversation that was going on all over the
Besides, I was just joking.
net during Coachella is Poorchella versus Richchella. And
Poorchella.
You would actually be surprised that what this man is describing is actually considered Poorchella. Yeah.
Really? 12,000 bucks is poor? No.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense to me either, but neither does rocket science or quantum physics or whatever the Hive is doing with Cat's Eye. Yet here we are.
I wish I looked
What the hell was that?
better right now.
I hate when videos start like that.
Oh my god. Whoa, this is crazy.
What is this?
This is
Pong?
the pool is crazy.
It's not that crazy.
Told this is my
That's just a pool.
And this just looks like your average hotel room. I don't see how this is that crazy. Yeah, tartar.
That's a normal pool. That's someone.
Yeah, that's not. It's just a pool with a bunch of beach balls in it. I could replicate that easily with some day laborers if I wanted to, but unfortunately, we're renting this house, so a pool is out of the. A backyard pool is kind of out of the question.
Put a bunch of balloons in. How is this Let's move on.
Glasses for us. In the Google, they have more glasses in this corner over here.
So this is apparently for some glasses company. I've noticed that.
Here, they got.
Yeah, every time you see people eating raw eggs, you don't really know if you'd be safe because of salmonella. Well, according to SpongeBob, you have to eat raw eggs to body for a snail race because they're cliche.
The whole setup, so they have my photo from last year. Wait, this bathroom situation is also crazy. They got us.
Okay, I think we've seen.
No, I don't understand why this lady is freaking out like that.
Enough. So obviously this is considered Richchella. This would be one of the houses that many of the brands that are sponsoring Coachella and the influencers to go.
And how much is it to rent these houses?
This is one of the houses that they're providing one of their key influencers, I suppose. And yeah, why?
Key influencers? Never heard that before.
Am I showing you this? Because I'm jealous.
I'm not jealous. This ain't shit.
But I'm not jealous for Coachella and the house and the goodies. Like, I don't know any of these brands, okay? I barely spend any money. All the money I do spend is on golf stuff. But
salmonella is a disease. Is it a virus or is it a bacteria?
I am jealous of the fact that I don't remember the last time I was this excited about something. And I don't know if it's genuine or not, but if it is, go you go. That is so good for you. The only time I felt even kind of close to this amount of emotion and excitement is when I hit that really nice 5-iron on a short par 4.
Let's go. Fuck you!
And almost drove the green. I will forever.
Okay, it is a bacteria. Yeah, it's in. Yeah, sometimes it can be found in cookie dough, which is why they specifically make cookie dough that has no risk of being contaminated. So I know that they do that with chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream.
Be chasing that high. This isn't the guillotine level that the Kylie Jenner side of Richchella is going on, but
oh no, I don't need no Kylie Jenner, nothing.
This is the Richchella. The next level would be the Glamchella.
Glam? Wait, did you say glam or glamp?
Last year I car camped at Coachella for the very first time, and it was so much fun, I'm doing it again. I already set up the rug and the canopy, but let's set up the rest. So instead of bringing an air-up mattress this year, I decided to bring an air-up couch.
Now, I've used air mattresses before. An air couch honestly sounds really cool, but...
It's so hot today, I had to break out the fans immediately before I did anything else. Instead of bringing one big folding table, I decided to do 2 skinny tables next to each other to get...
Why don't you just bring out a bigger table altogether? I know they exist. I'm sure they can fit in your car. I don't know what kind of car you're driving, but I'm just saying.
Extra. And honestly, to help stay a little bit more organized this year, I decided to bring a clothing rack. I also
I thought that was a pull-up bar.
In front of the couch, and then added this touch lamp for when it gets dark. And I brought a few familiar things from last year, purely because they were both useful, but they...
This is starting to look like a freaking stadio. That looks like the stereotypical director's chair.
Also just
useful. A briefcase at Coachella? I'm sorry, were you just a short king and you're planning to stand on the briefcase? What other use is there for a briefcase at Coachella? You might...
So you would think that you would leave it in a hotel or something. The problem with salmonella is that it contaminates cooking surfaces. I see.
So bring a fully kitted out kitchen and maybe a jacuzzi. Fuck. Are you actually going to a music festival, or is rent in LA just so bad that you had to move into a tarp tent? This seems like...
Yeah, I'd imagine that. No. For me, if worse comes to worse, I can always live in my car.
Like a great place for hosting, but Do you have a shower? Do you know how bad the average person smells after 6 hours in the heat dancing?
Options for
I'd imagine, I mean, I played DDR for 2 to 3 hours and I'm drenched in sweat, so I'd imagine I'd smell not very good, which is why I always take a shower after I'm done playing. Although I'd have to wait until I get home if I'm like away.
seating, and instead of using this as a shower, we're just going to use this as a changing room.
Yeah, I think you should
convert that back into a shower.
This is obviously super extra and probably outside of the norm of what people actually do at Coachella.
And how long is Coachella? Because this makes it seem like that it's a multi-day event. Does it explain why you see those people washing their chicken? Well, yeah, I know people wash their fruits and veggies and stuff, but I guess washing chicken would make sense too.
And if this is how...
But, I mean, when it comes to like cooking chicken and really just meat in general, you always have to make sure that the internal temperature is above 140 degrees Fahrenheit, which is hot enough to make sure that all that bacteria is dead.
You like to spend your festival time? Yeah, go for it. You know, I thought the whole value was the community and vibe part, rather than spending the entirety of day one inside your tent setting it up for God knows what. So let's do something maybe that's a little bit more normalized.
At least if you're doing like a legitimate camping trip, that's one thing, but...
Welcome to my Coachella car camping setup. Let's take a tour.
It's a car camp?
Walk in, and we have our beautiful doormat.
Why do you need a doormat?
Not to our dachshund Joey. We had to leave it home for Coachella, but he's here in spirit. Beautiful kitchen area.
I mean, it's pretty cool in theory, but these people are spending thousands of bucks just to be there.
We have this amazing new camping stove. It is so sick, and everything is so organized. And you come over here, and you have our beautiful cafe dining room over here to my glam room with this very fancy vanity. Everything's organized, beautiful.
So there are people calling this actual Porchella. And to that, I have to do a hard disagree. This setup is literally just...
Yeah, there's no way. If they can afford just to be there, I'm pretty sure they can afford all those useless knickknacks.
Middle-class lifestyle at a music festival. Do you know how rich you have to be to have a middle-class lifestyle at a music festival? Every time I camped at a music festival, my lifestyle was reduced to the level of a crackhead. Do you think I had a cooking range?
Yeah, that's why I don't think I'll ever be doing that. I mean, I've gone camping with my high school friends before, like twice, I think. There was like little campfire pit where we would cook stuff with. We also had like this little, I think it's some Bunsen burner that we would cook. I don't remember what it was, but I remember bringing some Hokkien noodles with me this one time and some liquid aminos, Simonette, and I mean, it gets the job done.
No. I was foraging for Chex Mix on the ground and hunting for rats between sets for sustenance.
Oh, hell no.
So the setup this
The poor side of Coachella.
here is a little crazy. Sofa with a fan.
You said this is the poor side, yet you seem to be doing quite well.
How you feeling, Pila? Introduce yourself. Hi, my name is fiance. I wasn't able to bring my bed frame, so...
Why would you... Wait. Your bed frame? If you can afford a bed frame, then how is this the poor?
So we're just sleeping on the floor?
Oh,
See,
Lord.
now, this is much more my speed. This is...
Okay, never mind. I guess I was overreacting.
What they call the poor side of Coachella.
Is it? I don't know. The clothes signal that they might be very well off.
AKA the fun side of Coachella. Because even though they self-label as the poor side of this music festival, for two reasons, I think they are among the wealthiest of the people going to Coachella.
Yeah,
The first reason is they have everything they need. Basic food, basic amenities, good people, and good music. I mean, what else do you really need? And the second reason is, yeah, if you chart everyone going to Coachella on a pyramid, yeah, they would be near the bottom. You would have celebrities, influencers, rich people, middle-class rich people, and then these people, followed by everyone else.
Literally everyone else.
Who didn't actually go to Coachella. You're still on top, baby. I think even the language of...
Yeah, it looks like it looks like I'm everyone else.
Calling one side Porchella and the other side Richella. In many ways...
If the chicken has gone spoiled with salmonella, cooking it will kill the bacteria, but the toxins will still make you sick.
This is a pretty...
I can't believe we're still... Actually, never mind.
Talking about this. It's almost a way of making people who aren't or can't go just feel less of themselves, even if you didn't want to go in the first place. In fact, there is a reason why collective mental health is actually the lowest around April. It's the FOMO of seeing so many people's perfectly curated Instagram feeds of Coachella, which...
There's no way that that's the reason. No.
Somehow all feature some combination
It's not comfortable for you.
Corset and miniskirt. It feels like you need an answer. And maybe...
Corsets with real fine linen.
Your own corset and miniskirt. So you compare your social media to everyone else's, or think back on every choice that you've made, trying to figure out, is there something that I could have done differently? Next thing you know, you're stuck in this endless
Yeah, you could have not gone to Coachella.
Loop of comparison about whether every decision you've made up until now was a mistake or whether you're falling behind in life. And if you find yourself in this thought pattern, that kind of spiral can actually be a sign of OCD, which is why I partnered with NoCD to let—
Okay, this isn't shoe0nhead, so...
Back to the video. So yes, all of us normies are breaking our banks and going into generational debt just to go into Coachella. But what about the primary demographic that goes? Influencers. I wouldn't necessarily—
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't know nothing about influencers besides the obvious ones that get into controversies.
necessarily say that they're breaking their bank, but they're certainly trying their best.
Obviously, I am not
I mean, if you are an influencer, chances are you're already making a lot of money, so you gotta spend it on
a
something.
brand-friendly influencer, so I had to pay for Coachella all on my own.
Also, just a disclaimer for no
Did
reason
you?
at all. None. I don't know who this is.
I don't know who any of these people are, so yeah, that makes two of us.
Definitely do not. I do not know who this is, so just a random account I found.
And I'm going to Coachella with the entire Bop House, the assistant.
The hell is the
reason at all.
Bop House?
I don't know who
Whoops,
this is.
sorry.
Coachella with the entire Bop House, the assistants and stylists, so I had to get 12 tickets. We got 12 artists
Is there a reason that they couldn't get their own tickets?
passes and a table at the main stage.
Oh, I heard that violin melody and I thought it was going to play Helga's theme from Hey Arnold, the one that goes da 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 da. Don't ask me why.
And it ended up being $67,980. You guys.
It's a bad idea to wash the chicken in running water. Okay, I'm surprised that we're still talking about that. What? The chatbot or YouTube ate the first part of your comment. I don't know.
Know me, so obviously I booked a private jet and around.
No, why would you? Is there a reason that your whatevers can't? No, I was gonna say we're still talking about chicken in the chat, but we're also talking about how she paid for everyone else's tickets.
Trip to Coachella Valley cost me $37,498.
Good lord, I can't fathom that much. You can contaminate a kitchen badly.
You booked a private jet to take you from Los Angeles to India, which is about 130 miles.
You could get there very easily by driving.
Really booked a private jet to fly on it for about 15 minutes. Yeah, when the revolution is coming, the saxophones will be coming for you. So this—
No shit.
That one influencer who infamously almost paid $200,000 to go to Coachella. And that's money that could, change a lot of people's lives.
Right.
Feed the hungry, all going towards a 3-day music festival. But, at the end of the day, it is her money. She did make it. So, I mean, who am I to say, what she can and can't spend her money on? I think the real lesson to take away from this is that if you are hot, harness your blessing. Do not be afraid to take money from simps. The world is your oyster. Pretty privilege is real. Unfortunately. I really don't think I'm making any groundbreaking revelations to say that Coachella is really just one massive flexing contest. Who's staying in the biggest mansion? Who has the hardest fit? I mean, even how you get to Coachella is part of the flex.
It's all part of that. It's all fun and games until someone decides to outshine you.
With social media just being a giant place to flex in general, is I don't even bat an eye when influencers like this talk about how much money they spend or have all these lavish things that they're doing just for a 3-day music festival. I'll just be—
If I ever start making that much money here on YouTube, I highly doubt that I'll have any motivation to flaunt it. I mean, I don't even know what I'd do with a lot of that money.
Good for you. That's cool. But there is one type of flexing that I fucking hate. And it's the type of flexing that is very thinly veiled by pretending that they are problems.
Get this.
Wait, what? The weekend to Coachella. No sleep, no breaks, no nothing. Please and give me a break. And also, I lost my phone at Coachella last weekend, and how are you recording this? Is it someone else's phone?
And it's already Thursday again, it's Friday tomorrow, and my friends are dragging me to Coachella again, and then I come back, and then on Monday at 7 a.m. I leave to Hawaii, and I just left Solid 4 and I haven't packed.
Oh my god, I spent thousands of dollars to go to Coachella weekend 1, and now I have to go to Coachella weekend 2.
Oh lord. Okay, I see what he means.
Oh, and don't forget about Hawaii. Oh, my life is so hard.
Yeah, we treat you so bad with the roof that we provide, with the roof over your head and all the food and clothes we provide for you. Yeah, you must have it real bad.
See, now this is the that pisses me off. And look, she knows what she's doing too. Look at that smug ass grin at the end. This is like a subtle flex, but it's subtle in the way that it's just obnoxious and not actually subtle. It's like that one person who always complains about not needing that much sleep. Okay, cool. Enjoy your dementia in 30 years, Alan. You don't have to.
Oh lord. I mean, I can function without that much sleep, but it is annoying when I don't get that much. But then again, sometimes I'll get too much sleep and it's also still annoying because you're groggy anyway.
To do any of these things. This is all optional. And so I guess my question to you is, do you have a job?
Well, I don't really have a job per se. I dabble in international finance.
And are you hiring? This is not a rare thing. This is actually a common thing. This is actually such a common thing that I had enough clips to make a whole segment called Influencer Problems that in their eyes might be a problem, but is so out of touch with the regular person that I can't help but hate on them. I'm not—
No shit. It's like, no, I can't get no real job. That's why I have to hear it on the internet. No, she's got to focus on the money. No. We need to show them what a job application looks like, and we need the fryers going with the beeping, with the deep fryers beeping. We got to get them on that shit ASAP.
I'm gonna try to make an acronym for that, so don't expect this segment to have that title card like you see in my ADHD tangent times. This is not an ADHD tangent time. That's coming later.
On Chicken Fry, walk me through your outfit from head to toe. So I got a stylist, but this whole outfit was not supposed to be together, so I put a bunch of different pieces together, but I don't know where anything is from, but I know that I love it. If you have
Okay, and how much of this was made with sweatshop labor? I wonder.
I have to predict how much it costs. Too much money? I paid too much money? Okay, here's the thing about when you're an influencer and you get outfits from a stylist. Want to know how much one look is? $1,500. How many?
Okay, 1,500. That's 1,500. Sounds like the first world problems you hear. People go to 4+ furry conventions a year. Is this really how those conventions are when they go to like I mean, I know that people will spend thousands of dollars on custom-made fursuits, but I'm just saying.
I got 6.
The first cough
Lack of deodorant included, no shit. Yeah, sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament.
was because
Because sometimes, I mean, these days, Yu-Gi-Oh has gotten cheaper in recent times with like different reprinted cards, but the whole lack of deodorant thing is very much a real thing.
drank water and I have a really small throat, so I choked. The second cough was realizing how much money this person spent on an outfit.
She said 1,200, which is 1,200.
Why is being an influencer even included in this discussion? Like, because you're an influencer, you have to get a stylist. You understand that that is a completely—
No, I don't need a stylist. In fact, if I cut my hair, I usually do it out of an immense frustration, and I do it myself.
The optional activity, right? Including going to Coachella is also completely optional. Second of all, $1,500 for one outfit?
Want to know how much one look is? $1,500. Want to know how many I got? 6.
6. So that's like 15 times 6. 15. 16. 90? 9,000, I think.
$1,500 for 6 outfits, and this fit isn't even one of the 6 fits that she paid.
Oh, so that's 10,000 something.
You know what? There's so many layers.
$10,000 for all of her outfits.
To this, there's so many layers. Unlike her outfit, because her outfit is a little—
I do know that someone mentioned in a game live stream that call nerds they're all hydrophobic. So you mean like the phospholipid bilayer of a cell membrane where the outer parts are hydrophilic and then the inner parts are hydrophobic? Is that what we're talking about? But yeah, there was someone that mentioned within a game stream where they mentioned someone spending $10,000 on a Crash Bandicoot fursuit. So yeah, and she spent $10,000 on all her outfits. So I guess that checks out.
Literally just a backwards corset from Amazon that looks—
Oh. This one says it's 12. This one says it's $12. I mean, you guys can't see it because it's a little bit cropped. But if you could get this for $12 and this one has a more intricate design, and this one's just straight lines.
Way too small. A necklace from Etsy that—
Oh my God. There's no way that he did the fucking deep dive.
completely clashes with the rest of her outfit.
It kind of does, not gonna lie.
Bell-bottom stockings that I'm pretty sure I found on Shein for about—
oh my God.
$40. And what I could only—
so wait. A Crash Bandicoot fursuit. That's what I said. There is no way. If this and this are barely even $60, Does that mean it's all in the fucking
I
corset?
assume is toilet paper.
Or is it this little handkerchief, whatever the hell?
From the porta potty that's stuck on your shoe. Girl,
Oh, hell no.
either listen to your stylist or fire them. And if you do happen to fire them, I will.
Oh, so she got, wait, so she got scammed? Is that what happened?
Be submitting an application. Do you want something that screams Manic Pixie Dream Girl, but also I'm rich at the same time? Done. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever met anyone who could pull off this.
I don't even know what that's supposed to be.
Dress? Ignore my other client, please.
Oh no.
Hold on, I'm in a creative flow. Corset with a mini skirt. Corset with a lawn skirt. Corset with a mini lawn skirt. Thank you. Yes, girl. Of course you need 6 outfits for a 3-day festival. You're here to be poor, not look poor.
I spent
Okay then. Wait, spent
almost $250,000.
250,000? What the hell do you do for work? Or are you just another one of those influencers that make too much money for their own good?
At Coachella this weekend, just on transportation. I was moving.
Just on, you spent it on transport. Wait, I need to run that back.
Almost $250,000 at Coachella this weekend, just on transportation. I was moving with a team of 12 people, so tickets, we got.
Did you spend that, or did all of you collectively combine them together? How much do your friends make?
On our first round of bands, which was like 27,000, had to buy bands.
27,000 for Vans.
The day of artist bands that were like 10K to 12K each. So I bought 12 of them for our team, and then the house, and just like all the miscellaneous. It's almost 250,000.
And he's filming this outside of Kmart.
Was it worth it? Probably not.
I'm sure it's not.
I think you don't understand what the word had to is. As
Had
my very
to.
frugal parents always said.
You just had. No, I just had to throw it in the trash, but I couldn't.
Said, there are needs and there are wants.
No shit. No, this is something that I tell myself. It's like, yeah, people don't know. No, we learned this in freaking elementary school. The difference between a need and a want. You want to go to this music festival, but you don't need to.
Food, like basic sustenance, is a need. Going to Coachella, getting the most expensive pass, and getting a mansion are all wants. So do not be using this language of I had to. But you have to get credit where credit is.
Yeah, you wanted to.
This guy's just stubbornness. If I tried to buy tickets and I got scammed out of the money it takes to buy a used car these days, I wouldn't be trying again. I would never go to a music festival in my life ever after that. I wish there was some way to just not let these types of people have money. Have them give it to me. I could do so much more with that money.
I'll do. Well, I don't. Like I said earlier, I don't know what I do with the money, but definitely not that. I definitely use it for something that's actually meaningful.
Give me your money. And yes, this trend of influencers basically dictating out how much they have spent on the festival is a flex. And I'm not someone who shies away about talking about money. I think if everyone talked about how much they made, we would all have a better idea of how much we all should be making. The idea of talking about money being taboo,
oh good lord,
is made by the bourgeoisie to make sure we all don't share information with each other. However, when it comes
moving on
to this is just them flexing how much they spent, like this person.
Not every influencer gets
I pay for Coachella, even as an influencer.
to Coachella for free because I paid my entire way through Coachella.
Who the hell is getting it for free?
I wanted to do a breakdown for you because you guys are so curious, especially since the RV video.
Girl, why are you lying? This is sponsored.
Let's see, paid partnership. Yeah, we have Kmart.
Post right here by Poshmark. So they just gave you money and you spent it on Coachella?
Okay then. And what was the spot? Did this sponsor want you to use it on Coachella though?
That seems like they just sent you to Coachella. I'm not judging them for getting their bag. As an influencer, I am all for influencers getting their bag. You're only on this platform for a very limited amount of time, so make as much money as you can while you're here. So yes, get your
which B word did I say?
Your bag. I love bags. This is the bag I want from Coach. I'm never gonna get it because I'm too cheap to.
Oh, why would I want to get something like this? It's only got 4.5 stars, so I don't even think it's worth it in that case.
Spend money on fancy bags. But what can I say? I love bags.
So 2 VIP tickets were $3,000.
3,000.
Plus our RV that we got was $3,400. That went
30.
Thursday through Monday, by the way. And we also had to reserve a spot at an RV park, and I think that was $800. Or so far, we're at $7,200 just for our stay. Waste of money was a VIP locker we paid $100 for.
VIP locker.
And we also got preferred parking so we could get in and out of Coachella. It was about $315.
And how many people also got preferred parking and then you couldn't get out because there were too many people trying to get in?
Now the outfits. Don't judge me because you guys have to...
Oh, the video.
Listen, I am a fashion influencer. I spent $1,000 on a stylist, and then I spent $1,800 of my own money on my outfits, and the rest of the pieces I got for free.
Again, why
10,000.
are you paying money for a stylist as a fashion influencer? I don't understand that. And can you hire that guy who was on here earlier? You know, I hear he's super cool and super good at fashion stuff. In another video, she was giving a tour of like an RV, and she asked, why don't more people do this?
Wait, that's an RV?
This is a Class A motorhome. Okay, its fuel tank is about 80 gallons. Would you like to know how much it costs to fill up an 80-gallon tank right now in Southern California? That's $480.
Oh, hell no. No. Yeah, this is all beyond. This is zeroth world problems. That's what this is. These are zeroth world. We're past the first world. We're at zero. We're at world number 0 at this point. It's only a matter of time before it gets to negative first.
That's on top of the 4,600.
Yeah, I was going to mention that the gas price has doubled within the past month. So yeah,
$100 you already spent on your spot and the RV itself. That's why not many people are doing it. Okay, it's because it's rich people stuff, and this is not.
And that makes me wish, please Konami, let us have DDR closer to where I live.
Not an attack against this creator. I'm sure they're very nice, but making a video like this does make it seem like you're trying to be better than all the other influencers that got invited by brands to go to Coachella, especially when they say they paid their own way, when
that's not true. They were paid to get paid.
Not really true. I don't know. It just seems like listing out how many tens of thousands you spent out while most people in this world are losing their jobs, i.e. remember my last video, or struggling to even pay rent. It's a little out of touch. Okay, just a smidge. And kind of moving into another tangent here, after going through this creator's Instagram feed to kind of like do some recon and research, it's becoming quite evident that Coachella is not really about the music anymore. Music?
That's usually that's what my dad talks about when that's what my dad says when it comes to MTV. Like, it started out as music, but then they realized that playing music videos all day wasn't very profitable, and so they had to do all sorts of different miscellaneous shows like TRL and whatever else the hell they be talking about on MTV, and so it no longer really became about the music either, even though it's literally called music television.
At a music festival? What are you, crazy? All the posts are about Coachella.
Now it's all about just the fashion and the flaunting.
Coachella insists upon...
And that's actually... No, to continue harping about music and stuff, it's actually a reason why my dad liked the first few albums of like Metallica, but then he stopped liking Metallica because in his mind they kind of sold out after a while.
On itself. With multiple creators that I've seen, very few of...
Specifically with the album that Enter Sandman was a part of. Apparently that was the album where he stopped listening. POV, you saw Justin Bieber, but you're short.
The posts are about the actual music. Very few of the discussion is about the actual music, unless you count the whole kerfuffle with Sabrina Carpenter and Justin Bieber. I have my own.
What did Sabrina Carpenter do to Justin Bieber? I mean, I didn't even know who Sabrina Carpenter was until we looked at that Kids Bop video. So that tells you how uncultured that I am when it comes to something like this.
Opinions on those. I thought Justin Bieber's performance was really good on weekend 1. I thought it was beautiful, and I was not a believer. So that's just my thoughts on that.
Don't you mean a believer?
Anyways, ADHD is really hitting right now. It's about 4 o'clock and my Adderall's running out. But I just want to say that, you know, considering the fact that all the posts are about what they're wearing, where they are, all the after parties and stuff, and again, not really making any groundbreaking observations here, Coachella is really not about...
Do you know, actually... Yes, I know what that means.
The music anymore. Coachella, as it looks to me, is a status symbol. And it being a status symbol actually makes a lot of the things that these people do make so much sense, and why they would spend thousands...
Influencers are losing the plot. Why do you need multiple stylists for Coachella?
Thousands of dollars.
Yeah, why would you need a stylist in general?
To, you know, have a stylist and live in a mansion and have to make these types of posts.
Good lord. Oh my god. There's no... Yeah. Is this all for one person? you know, if multiple families were to pull their resources together, they could all enjoy this for themselves.
People are willing to...
Was 2012 non-existent? I mean, I knew who Justin Bieber was, and I know all those artists from 2012. Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, Macklemore. I know all of those, but I don't really know who Sabrina Carpenter is, if that's what you were asking.
Spend egregious amounts of money for more status. And you're right, this is ADHD Tangent Time. Or maybe like ADHD Raised Book Club, because this is about a book that I've been reading. I don't know. Let me know if I should have a separate segment for this, called like Sunshine Book Club or something. So I've been...
fingers crossed means you're hoping.
Reading this book by Will Storr called The Status.
Well, actually, there's two different meanings of fingers crossed. There's the one version of fingers crossed where you lie about making a deal with someone, and then there's fingers crossed saying that you're hoping for something to happen.
Or the status game if you're British. And the book is all about what drives us as a species, as individuals, and what influences our decision. And what it really came down to was everything in life is a game. From your workplace to your school.
Life is a game, and love is the... What was it? I'm trying to remember the lyrics to that one song. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is the prize. Oh, yeah, that song, Wake Me Up by Avicii.
To your friends, to your peer groups. It's all a game, and the final objective of said game is to gain status. The book's thesis is that everything in life is all driven by wanting to collect more status. Why do you...
So that you can get more bitches and procreate.
You make more money, so you can outwardly show that you have status. Why do people seek enlightenment? Well, studies actually show that the people who claim to be enlightened perceive themselves as better than people who aren't, which is the exact opposite of what enlightenment is supposed to be. Do you remember 4th grade? Do you know who had the highest status? Yeah, the kid that was the fastest. Now, as we grow up...
Was it?
The ways that status is signaled to others kind of changes. It's no longer about being the fastest, but sometimes it's about who has published the most scientific papers, or how much money you're making, or in this particular case, how dope was your Coachella set?
Yeah, how fly were you?
Because in this world, we really only operate off of two currencies. One is the petrodollar, which might not be here for much longer, but this is not a video about geopolitics anymore. And number two is status. And we are willing to trade a lot of the first currency for an infinitesimal amount of the second currency.
Yeah, imagine paying real money for some fake money like Robux or V-Bucks.
And you and I are no different than anybody else. We collect status just as much as the people who go to Coachella collect status as well. It's just that some people's status might be how many Reddit karma points they get. Some people's status may be trying to get the most...
Oh, Reddit karma points, like that one Discord mod who said that him losing access to the LSF subreddit was of deadly proportions. Sounds about right.
Upvoted comment on under a YouTube video. My form of status could be considered how many subscribers I have. Moral of the story, it ain't that deep.
If there was something you didn't like about Canada, if there was something from Canada that wasn't the best thing from it.
A lot of influencers do think it's that deep because there's this whole trend of people begging brands, getting on their proverbial knees to lick the less proverbial corporate boots to get into Coachella themselves.
Here's a list of reasons
why you should invite me to your Coachella house. I'm not into Justin Bieber. If you didn't like Jarvis, you're low on karma. Is that a reference to something?
You.
I'm sorry. No, I reference things and then everyone else does. So it's like, he said, yeah, I could. Oh, you're talking about, so Justin Bieber was something that you didn't like that came from Canada. Yeah, I'd imagine that. I mean, that's kind of the meme, isn't it?
You, the brand, should invite me to your Coachella house.
Dear brands, here are 3 reasons why you should take me.
What, it's always about me. That's what all of these that's what all of these TikTok thoughts are. It's all about me.
I can't get a brand to send me to Coachella.
I'll send that. No, let that dog go to Coachella. I'm pretty sure they deserve it much more than you.
I don't care if I sound like a whiny influencer right now. Let me sound like a whiny influencer.
Because I guess, it's so expensive now that even people making close to
Justin Bieber's Canadian.
$1 million can't go without being sponsored. There's a lot of people online defending these begging influencers.
Of course they are, because because people want what they can't have, and they know that they can't have it, so they defend them and say, slay, sis.
From what I've seen, it's usually other influencers who are doing the defending, while
that too.
Other normal people are going, can you just not go yourself? And you could ask me, I'm an influencer, and I think it's fucking weird. I get that, you won't get anything if you never...
I wouldn't go as far as to call myself an influencer. I think of myself more as some entity on the internet that's doing their own thing, but even I don't want to go to Coachella.
But usually when I ask for stuff, it's in private and I'm not actively posting myself online doing the asking, especially when these influencers have literally posted what they've made in a year off of their
The more you know, with rainbows.
Yes, always ask for what you want, but if you're a millionaire influencer e-begging for some corporation to take you to a very expensive event that most people never get the chance to go to, don't be surprised when other less fortunate people kind of side-eye you. It's the same side-eye that a medieval serf would give to the spoiled prince. No, father, I won't go to the tourney if you don't take me in your golden carriage. I don't want to get shown up by the Habsburgs again, coming in on horseback. Of course it's important.
No. Oh, and the Habsburgs with their inbred jaw lines. You know which ones I'm talking about.
Father, I can't pull up to the tourney looking like a serf. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't know that there was a tourney going on this weekend. But among the shameless hordes of influencers...
Yeah, we gotta go to the jousting tournament. I mean, to be fair, people in the Middle Ages had far more holidays than we do now.
That are begging for tickets to Coachella. There are some that do it well, and some that don't.
Okay, this is a PSA to brands. I want to go to Coachella with you. Hear me out. I already have tickets. Like, I just want to be there with you. Like, you could take me, and you don't even need to buy me a ticket. I just want to be there, create some content with you, do some cutesy outfits, do whatever. You know, I just want to hang out. I want to hang out.
I'm just gonna say
good.
This is bad begging. Rule number 1 in negotiations. Never say the first number. Rule number 2 in negotiations.
The first number.
Never
Papa Me made a video about Coachella. You're a week late on that? Oh yeah, he did make a video about it. Yeah, and it had what looked like James Charles on it.
Negotiate against yourself. You somehow broke both rules number 1 and 2 within the first 10 seconds. You not only said the first number, your first number was 0.
And you don't even need to buy me a ticket.
During negotiations.
Oh, okay, I see what he means.
Usually the opposition will always ask for a lower number. There is nothing lower than 0. So I ask you...
The negative numbers. They could... How would that actually work? Like, you don't have to buy me a ticket. In fact, I'll sell you a ticket. That's a -1.
Again, why? At least ask, I don't know, for like $2. And last,
yeah, we'll buy a ticket for the brands.
Why are you doing this in your PJs? You need to take some inspiration from this beggar.
This is why you, as a brand, should invite me to Coachella from a marketing perspective. And trust me, I will only take a minute of your time.
I would never want anywhere. I don't want anything to do with you.
1, my engagement goes crazy. This past year alone, I've accumulated 147 million views on TikTok, which is, if I'm correct, about 1/2 of the US population. I can be a huge asset in reaching new target demographics.
See. So this is good begging. Hair, done. Outfit.
I don't want this outfit though. What the
Perfection.
hell?
Immaculate. Do you know how Zach starts with their value add? Not only that, they emphasize their growth, reach, healthy engagement statistics, and then they close it out by being confident, not simply asking for what they want, but convincing them that they deserve what they want. That's how you make a pitch. Now go do that, but for something other than a music festival. And this whole begging for sponsorships and someone to take them to Coachella, it's a lose-lose situation for influencers. Like, if it doesn't work, you just look lame and embarrass yourself in front of your audience. And if it does work, you might get canceled by said.
Like the time the price of oil hit negative in the middle of the pandemic for a few. Did that actually happen? Where people were where they were like, please take the gas. We'll pay you to take the gas.
Audience. Brand Flakes is a creator that's kind of in a little bit of hot water because
what did he do?
Took a partnership with Starbucks to go to Coachella.
I'm gonna be honest, I did not know if I was gonna make it to Coachella this year. I had heard nothing from brands. Then 2 weeks ago, I get an invite to go with Starbucks. Like vanilla iced latte that I've been drinking since I was 14 years old, Starbucks.
You have people commenting that he's
vanilla
kind of
iced
sellout.
latte,
According to the comments, at least, he's supposed to
really
be this voice for smaller brands, and yet he's now partnered with literally the largest coffee brand in the world.
Oh, okay. I see how that would be a big deal.
Kind of makes sense why the audience might not be that happy. I don't know nor care enough about this creator to really say whether or not he should be canceled or not. But I will say this, it definitely does seem out of touch for him to say that I don't think I'll make it to Coachella.
Shit, and you're having Starbucks take you there.
I don't know if I was gonna make it to Coachella this year.
Bitch, shut up. You made over $1 million last year.
So the main source of income is brand partnerships. So
I'm sure it is. Breaking down this guy's $768,000 salary and why you give 20% of that to your team. Always advocating for the creator fund.
Am I judging him for selling out to a large corporation? Maybe a little, but I'll be honest, you know, you and I are no different.
Personally, I don't really care. I mean, there is someone that I knew who doesn't want me to get a sponsorship, but I'm at the point to where I'll take what I can get at this point. Maybe, if anything, it'll probably be gamer subs, just the non-caffeinated ones, though.
I'm no different, certainly. If there's one thing I know about this world, it's that everyone has a price. All I know is that my price would be a lot higher.
Yeah, you have to pay me to store oil in your tanks. No, I have to pay you because it's overflowing. No, it's like, no, you're just reminding me of that one scene in the Bee Movie where it was after the honey trial and all the bees were getting all of their honey back. And it was like, no, we have to shut down. Shut down. We never shut down.
Higher than just a ticket to Coachella. Yeah. Oh, I am so stoked to be at Coachella this year. And I would love to thank the company that sent me. Lockheed Martin. Their products work great in the desert. Even the one I'm in right now. I'm gonna spend the entire weekend listening to some bomb music. Which reminds me of...
So, we're gonna listen to some... I was gonna say we're gonna listen to some Captain Jack because a lot of his music is military themed, but I don't know.
Lockheed Martin's Paveway 2 Plus laser-guided bomb. This bad boy has a semi-active laser seeker, as well as pneumatically controlled cannons for stability. And it's basically the size of Sabrina Carpenter. And speaking of Sabrina Carpenter, please, please, please check out Lockheed Martin's new AGM-158 Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile, otherwise known as the JASSM. The JASSM is a stealthy cruise missile with a range of 1,000 kilometers.
It was exactly that, oh man.
Equipped with a 450-kilogram armor-piercing warhead for a low price of only $1.6 million per unit. So be a stand-up guy and pay your taxes this year, so Lockheed Martin can send me to Coachella next year. What? Why are you canceling me? At least it's not Stagecoach. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. You don't...
Okay, I guess that's that. No, it looks like we're good. They had to shut down oil extraction. Oh, I see. Maybe we need another pandemic just so the gas prices go down. But except don't cause another pandemic because we don't need that shit again. Okay. And then I see this video that says, just took your job. I played with your salary. Got lost in AI. Oh, baby, baby. Like that. No, it said that. And then I immediately thought of that song because of course I did. Well, okay. Well, now I know not to go to Coachella. At least not right now. I don't really have any motivation to ever go to Coachella now that I know exactly what people do just so they could get tickets, much less all the other extraneous stuff that they do. Okay then, so that's clearly not worth generational debt. So yeah. And what else do we have here? I completely forgot that Meat Canyon had a video about it. We could look at that as a one more thing. But if anyone has a recommendation, because we've got time for like one more video. Maybe we could look for that Meat Canyon one. Meat Canyon just uploaded a video about beauty pageants being the worst, which I don't really need to tell you about how that. Scalpers are ruining everything, which true. The Gen Z body image crisis. Yeah. Do not go to Coachella, so you don't catch the Coachella sushi salmonella. Okay. I don't know if you wanted me to say. I don't know if you wanted me to sing that. To oops, I did it again. But okay. Here, let me think about something that we could. I think we could look at we could either look at this robbery of crumble cookies leading to an officer being shot, or we could look at that YouTuber who tried to visit North Sentinel Island, even though that's against Indian law. I think I'll let you guys decide. Oh, I forgot. I had this one video saved about the wild world of DDR controllers, but maybe we should look at that just for some lulz. It's like several years old, but I think I might have seen that video before, at least on my own. But we can always rewatch it just for funsies, so to speak. And I think we actually looked at that YouTuber before as well. I'm guessing it doesn't really matter what you guys are looking for. North Sentinel Island seems more interesting. Okay, all right, we'll look at, yeah, it's a Tozy and Legal Mindset have a video about it, so we'll check that. Okay, so we have to, Pinnacle has decided. Let me slow it back down since it's, or we can, wait, we can leave it at this speed.
This YouTuber really traveled 9 hours to leave a Diet Coke on a forbidden island. And
he left a Diet Coke?
now, he's officially been charged for illegally landing on the North Sentinel.
Well, we already clicked on this video, so we're gonna check it out. Here, let me slow it back down.
Island, where approaching within 3 miles of this island is banned by law.
Yeah.
And I mean,
because there is an uncontacted tribe that lives on that island, and they don't want anything to do with the outside world. Anyone who tries to land there gets immediately met with violent resistance, and the Indian government has decided that nobody is really allowed to set foot there.
It's been a minute since we last talked about this guy, whose name is Mikhailo Polyakov.
Can't show this. What exactly is he holding?
But he's still dealing.
I don't know who that is. This is my first time learning about it, but
with the consequences of a stupid attempt for virality, I guess.
Yep, it doesn't stop. Yeah, just when you think, no, of all the Johnny, we have all the Johnny Somalis and the Vitalis, and now we have whoever the hell this is.
And now there's finally a real update, because the YouTuber who thought it was a good idea to go visit one of the most isolated tribes on Earth and leave them a Diet Coke,
a Diet Coke,
has now been formally charged in India. And authorities do not think this is an accident. They're saying, hey, this is clear that he planned out this over several days, knowing that he was violating laws that have been
I see. No.
In place.
I mean, I don't really have anything to say to that. I'm just trying to be transformative.
There for decades. And currently, he's due back in court on April 29th.
Okay, so it is currently April 30th as of the recording of this stream. So it's already happened.
2026. When was the last time I made a video on him? Because this guy's been sitting behind bars for a minute now.
Really?
Oh no.
YouTuber facing 5 years in prison for, wait, so this was over a year ago. So, okay, so these are the updates.
Shot. It's been a year? I don't know why. I thought it was a few months ago I made a video on him. It's been a year since I made a video on him.
I wouldn't have known otherwise.
Waiting for trial for a year?
I mean, we thought Johnny Somali's wait was brutal, but apparently this guy had it rough as well.
I mean, if anything, this goes to show you, don't fly to other countries and break the law for social media content, because you have no idea the kind of risk you're facing. But from what I can tell, he's been in a detention center ever since he was arrested a little bit over a year ago.
Okay,
so
then.
Now, on top of that, he's potentially...
So he wasn't even in prison. He's just been detained this whole time.
Facing years in prison in a country that he...
Oh, the outer demon gods have left another one of those Diet Conk metal. Oh no, Rodin. Oh my god, yeah, pretty much.
He's not even from. All for a YouTube.
I know there are also uncontacted tribes in South America too, deep in the Amazon, but you know.
Video. And if you're wondering how someone even builds up the confidence to try something like this, you kind of have to look at the content that he was making before all this happened.
What was he making? No, I'm
curious. His whole online presence was essentially about pushing boundaries for views.
So basically, what else was I expecting? I'm like, what kind of things would he doing this time? I should have suspected that he was just yet another degenerate streamer doing degenerate streamer shit.
And we're talking about videos where he would go to extreme or unusual locations, film interactions with people who clearly didn't sign up to be part of the content, and I guess just overall chase shock value. Because one of his last adventures before he was arrested here was going to Taliban-controlled Afghanistan.
Oh, hell no.
And filming himself trying on a whole bunch of helmets, waving swords, and firing guns.
What the hell? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they would allow something like that, but damn.
And obviously, the specific...
And did he get in trouble for any of that?
Stunt that got him arrested, we just found out happened back in March of 2025.
Damn.
And what happened here was obviously showed up to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, specifically Port Blair, with a camera, a plan, and apparently like zero survival instincts. And this wasn't some spontaneous, I'll just see what happens type of trip, because authorities said he's been trying to reach this island for months.
Oh, wait, so they knew that he was trying to do this, but he still went along with it?
And then spent several days planning the specific attempt, which is insane, because one single...
So, like, is there some sort of naval blockade that's around? Is there, like,
a bunch of naval base or whatever the hell that just surrounds the island to make sure that nobody gets to it.
Google search would tell you this is a very bad idea to do.
Tucked away in the picturesque waters of the Bay of Bengal exists a tiny island that has captured imaginations for centuries. But its beauty as a tropical paradise is not what has garnered attention. Rather, it is the often violent, uncontacted tribe that calls the island home. For most, this island is a window into the past and an opportunity to understand how ancient people lived. But
yeah, they haven't really. Yeah, these people haven't made extensive contact with any of us ever since they first settled there, presumably 50,000 years ago, give or take a few thousand.
For some, this island has become their final resting place.
Right. So what did he do? Okay, well, he got a small inflatable boat, and he spends
he got on a flotilla and decided that they needed saving.
9 hours traveling across open water. 9 hours.
9. Okay, I see. So
like at any point during that trip, you could have turned around. You had a lot of time to rethink.
But no, he just kept going. He didn't want to stop. He's like one of those. I was about to make a potentially distasteful comparison, but I've decided I'm not going to say it out loud.
Think your life choices, but no, he kept going until he reached the North Sentinel Islands. And just to put things in perspective, this isn't some like...
And where did he set sail from?
Hidden tourist spot. No, this is one of the most restricted places on Earth. You're not allowed to go within 3 miles of this island.
Well, out at sea, yes. 9 hours out at sea. Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster already.
Period. Why? Well, there's been some very bad happenings there, to put it lightly, when people wanted to go visit this island and never returned. So clearly there's a massive safety issue because the people on this island aren't really friendly to the rest of the world, to put it lightly. But also the international governments just don't want modern people to go visit that island because they don't want to spread some disease.
Yeah, there's also the threat. Yeah, that's one of many reasons why nobody is allowed on that island, because I mean, knowing the kind of exchange between Europe and the Americas, people dying from endemic diseases on both sides. So yeah, we don't want that to happen to them.
Wipe out that entire tribe. They're one of the last few protected tribes. So overall, it's just a bad idea for everyone.
Yeah, but not even a cruise ship is allowed to go to that place.
Everyone involved. We don't want diseases to spread to them, and they don't want people there, and they make that very clear with arrows. A whole lot of arrows. But regardless,
I mean, realistically, we could bomb the crap out of that island and they wouldn't be able to do a thing about it, but we have more sense than that.
Polikov, he just pulls up to the island, fully aware of all this, and instead of, I don't know, staying in his boat like a normal person, he gets out.
He tries to actually go there and set foot.
He walks onto the beach and spends about an hour there, which is, I mean, I gotta give it to him.
Well, the fact that he was there for an hour and none of the inhabitants noticed is...
He's at least committed to his awful idea. But what does he do during this hour? He starts blowing a whistle.
Oh, hell no.
Trying to get the tribe's attention, which is not really how...
No, just not because the cruise ship would be too big, but because this island is forbidden.
I would want to introduce myself to a tribe who is infamous for blasting as many arrows possible to anyone who invades their island.
Yeah.
But when no one shows up, because I guess they're not really wanting visitors.
Yeah, they're probably either that or they might think it's some sort of bird.
He decides to leave behind offerings, a can of Diet Coke and a coconut.
I mean, the can of Diet Coke is one thing, but the coconut, I don't know. You could interpret that as very distasteful.
I wish I was making that up.
An American tourist has been arrested for allegedly traveling to a restricted reserve on a remote island and leaving behind a can of Coke as an offering for the world's most isolated tribe to try.
Then he takes some sand, records a bit of footage for his channel, and then just leaves. Like it was a normal,
I guess you haven't been paying that much close attention to the video then. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but they've explained it multiple times. The people of this island do not like outsiders, and they will attack you if you try to visit.
Each day, I guess. Mission accomplished, except not really, because he might have made it off the island, but he didn't really get away with it, because as he's heading back, a local...
Yeah, he made it off, but no.
Fisherman actually spots him there and immediately realizes something's off. So they report.
Oh, a fisherman found him.
And within days, authorities track him down in Port Blair and he gets arrested. So his trip was over. The content was secured, I guess, except now you're in custody in a foreign country. That just doesn't sound like a win to me. And
yep, and you clearly don't know how those countries'
where
laws
things get a lot more serious, because I don't know about you, but I would really prefer not to be in a detention center in India. And to make things even worse, police made it very clear that what he did was a serious threat, not just to himself, but to the entire tribe.
He could have been harboring a disease. Yeah, he could have been harboring a disease or something else, or maybe that Coke can has traces of a disease on it. And if they were to try to touch that, then, unless of course it got swept by the sea.
And this isn't about like, oh, the tribe might, you know, shoot arrows at you. It's the opposite. Apparently, we're the danger. Even something as small as a cold, something that you wouldn't really think twice about.
Yeah, if a group of people is not used to a certain disease, then that disease will spread very quickly.
That could be devastating to that group of people, because again, they've had zero exposure to modern diseases. So when this dude is showing up, walking around, leaving objects behind, authorities are looking at it like, yeah, this could have gone really bad. And that's exactly why the laws around the island.
Oh, you've just been blowing your nose this whole time? Okay, I don't blame you then.
Island are so strict. And again, this guy just completely ignored those laws. And this is why he's been formally charged with entering a prohibited tribal reserve and violating Indian law. And if he's convicted, he's facing up to 5 years in prison for what basically was a YouTube video. I mean, there is a history of people that have tried this before, and it never ends well. And if
I remember watching a little mini documentary about people who tried to visit North Sentinel Island for various reasons, and there was only one visit that was quote unquote successful. And it was mostly because there was a woman that was involved, and like, so they were like, my colds usually last weeks, but yeah, there was only one successful visit, and it was mostly because of a certain woman that was there.
You can find all this information, then a guy who planned the entire thing to go to the island can absolutely find this information. Because you had a very infamous case from 2018 where you had a guy by the name of John Allen Chow, an American missionary who thought...
Oh yeah, I know this case of a missionary who wanted to go there in order to try to convert the people, and I think he died.
But it was a good idea to go to that same island and make contact. He planned it out, he prepared for it, he wrote in his journal about it, and within days of arriving, he was gone. And a fisherman who took him there later said they saw the tribe drag his body across the beach. So again, the guy is extremely lucky he even made it off the island. And obviously, even outside of that case, there's been multiple incidents over the years. Fishermen drifting a little bit too close, and outsiders just trying their luck a little bit too far.
Yeah.
2 men aged 48.
Yeah, even if you could land on that island by accident, but they still don't want you there.
And 52 were fishing for mud crabs near the island. However, the pair got so drunk that while sleeping, the anchor of the boat, which was a rock tied to a rope, fell apart and drifted the men toward North Sentinel. The following morning, fellow
Sunday V2
fishermen said they tried to shout at the men and warn them that they were in danger. However, they did not respond. They were probably drunk, and the boat drifted into the shallows where they were attacked and killed.
And unfortunately, the result is almost always the same, which is why the Indian government doesn't play around with this anymore. There is a strict exclusion zone, naval patrols, and actual laws in place that say, hey, don't go near this island whatsoever. And yet somehow, in 2025,
we still have people breaking this law and breaching the security.
We still have influencers looking at that thinking, yeah, I could probably make a viral video on this island. Like, come on, guys. Even Survival International, the organization that works to protect uncontacted tribes, they came out and called the stunt idiotic and reckless.
Yep.
And they also said,
and that's putting it lightly,
his actions not only endangered his own life, but the lives of the entire Sentinelese tribe. And that's why he's still currently stuck in India, waiting to see if he's gonna get years in prison or not. So I guess we just kind of have to wait and see what happens on April 29th. But other than that, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video.
Yeah, there we go. If we can, and here we can find Legal Mindsets video just to close off the stream.
We'll look at this last. So that we can learn exactly what this does. So we can learn exactly what the punishment and whatever the hell how Indian law deals with it.
Edgelord thrill-seeking YouTuber is facing 5 years in prison in India for attempting to access a forbidden island. We're going to get into that case today on The Legal Mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney. And this is a very, very interesting case as it takes place in my neck of the woods over here in Asia on
you do live in
the Andaman Sea.
Do you live in the Andaman Islands?
Which I've had a nice chance to visit over on nice peaceful islands like Colipe, etc.
Most of the Andaman Islands are available to the public and people interact with the natives all the time. But North Sentinel Island is specifically the one that no one's allowed to interact with.
Beautiful part of the world. But our defendant here today, YouTuber Mikhailo Viktorievich Polyakov.
Okay. Oh, so that's a very Slavic name if I've ever seen one.
AKA Neo-Orientalist on YouTube is facing 5 years in prison after his third attempt to reach this forbidden island.
So this was the 3 strikes and you're out. I guess that's one way to put it.
So let's get into my opening statements. Mikhailo Viktorievich Polyakov, aka the Neo-Orientalist, illegally entered the prohibited North Sentinel Island area to contact an isolated Senegalese tribe.
They're not Senegalese, they're Sentinelese. God dang it, Legal Mindset. What the? Come on, Esquire. Spell Sentinelese right.
Now, he had failed attempts in October 2024, January 2025, and this led up to the arrest in March of 2026. So let's take a look at the island itself.
Yeah, it's like a very small one. It's not too far off the... unfortunately, this is very
Sentinel
blurry.
Island. It's located, as you see, west of Thailand, east of India, south of Myanmar. It's part of India. It's under Indian jurisprudence, so he's falling under Indian law here.
So now, he has to deal with whatever goes on in New Delhi.
It is an absolutely beautiful and spectacular area of the world. If you ever have a chance to visit one of the islands you can access that's not prohibited, the many islands of the island.
Yeah, there are a bunch of other islands that you could have visited, but no, you had to go to the one that would get you the most clicks.
I would highly recommend that, but this is one that is not recommended, and it's not recommended, in fact prohibited, for very, very, very good reason. And the reason behind that is because, well, it's bad for the locals and bad for anybody who goes there. So it is illegal.
Yeah, all of the risks that, it's risks on both sides.
For anyone, Indians or foreigners, to travel within 5 kilometers of the island. That's the law. The issue is that because this isolated Senegalese tribe has not had contact with anyone else, they've been isolated, completely isolated. In fact, the most isolated tribe in the world. Because of that, any disease that you may have, that we commonly have, they have no immune defense from that. You're going to wipe out the entire island community from a simple common cold. The other thing is, and perhaps more importantly, or just as importantly rather, is that anybody who visits that island has a history of being unalived. And the most recent case and most prominent case was a missionary, John Allen Chau. There was actually a movie made about John Allen Chau. He believed this was the last refuge of Satan on the earth, and he had a mission from God to go there.
He wanted to convert the people.
He actually role-played in the U.S. with fellow missionaries holding spears, pretending to be hostile tribesmen going...
Okay, no, that's just racist.
...going to the island. And he attempted to go to the island 3 times. The first time, there was some hostility. He ran away. The second time, they shot an arrow at him, and it pierced his Bible, and he survived and got away. But on the third attempt, the arrow found its mark, and he was unalived and buried on that beach. So once
there we go.
Again, this just happened in 2018. There's a history of this happening and a history of people.
And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people that probably like them that think that the Senegalese tribe are a bunch of heathen savages.
Not returning from that island, and that is indeed the allure that draws people like the thrill seekers here and like the Neo-Orientalist on YouTube. Now, if you look at this guy's YouTube, you can see the very...
Taliban-controlled Afghanistan and all of that shit. Lord.
Psyche of the type of person that does this. He goes to places like Taliban-controlled Afghanistan and other places that are considered quote-unquote taboo, trying to get clicks from doing something that is not common or thrill-seeking or edgy. Oh, you're not supposed to go there, it's dangerous. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Oh, you're not supposed to uncover your head if you're a lady.
Go and do this anyways. Now, one thing that perhaps emboldened him was going to Taliban-controlled Afghanistan and going into certain places that were even culturally prohibited in Afghanistan.
Really?
For example.
So it didn't stop at India. He went to a whole bunch of different places.
But when he entered this particular garden, it's noted in his own video on his YouTube channel that he had to conceal the identity because it's banned under religious cultural practices. So foreigners, outsiders, are banned from going there, and even insiders are only going there at certain times. So getting away with these cultural norms, getting away with it, emboldened him to go again and again. And this is one.
It's the thrill. It's one of the things. One of the reasons why people will, like, when someone commits a crime and then they continue to commit crimes, is because they enjoy the thrill of getting away with it. The fact that he was able to get away with this stuff, like what he's been doing in Afghanistan, emboldens him and gives him more motivation to keep doing all that stuff.
We see with nuisance streamers, particularly people like Johnny Somali, when they get no punishment, or as you're gonna see, if they get a slap on the wrist, they are going to continue to do it. That's why you need to push for a strong punishment for these people.
Oh my god, yeah. 1 year, no, this guy, 1 year is not enough.
People. So looking at his time, he actually spent time in an Indian jail. And you'd think, well, that's even worse than the Korean jail that Johnny Somali's
Is it worse than Korean jail?
Sitting in right now, that would have deterred him. It, in fact, did not.
Nope, it didn't. No, if you were in Afghan jail, he probably wouldn't even be alive, let's be real.
And one thing that he tried to do was go out there and actually bribe the fishermen to get into the island. And many of them even refused that.
Good on them.
It's going well. I slyly attempted to bribe the crew to take me to North Sentinel.
Attempt number 2 is an abject failure. The staff of the fishing boat were absolutely unbroken.
He hasn't won a Darwin Award. He probably will eventually. Eventually he's gonna come across, he's gonna do something so heinous to the local people that they end up giving him capital punishment.
Optable, uncraven, non-venal. I'll be back. I'm gonna try again. I'll look into my options. I'm down, but I'm not out yet.
So even when he's not able to bribe people, which once again, he's taking advantage of these poor fishermen, of these poor people out there to break the law and to bribe them and try to corrupt them in order to do things. This is not him getting out of a speeding ticket. This is not him, in some minor infraction.
This isn't him rubbing dead fishes in people's faces.
Bribing his way out of. This is to break a law that actually has serious consequences, and he's engaging in this behavior very knowingly. And it's very clear from his videos that despite even being jailed, this is not going to stop him. He's going to continue.
He's going to keep on going.
Attempts until he gets to this island.
Yeah, so I got in their boat. We pulled my kayak in, and I accepted defeat at this point. But I have a different plan. That was just attempt number 1. We're gonna mix it up.
And apparently it took him 3 attempts to try to visit this island.
See what's viable, but I'm not done until I'm done.
And that's the point we got to bring home here. He's not done until he's done, and he needs to be done on the side of the law rather than at the side of an arrow, right? Those are the two sides, or the side of wiping out an entire community. Very bad as well, right?
Yeah.
So there's death all abound. You're death wiping out an entire community, him dying, right? That's all.
Him die, because Lord knows YouTube doesn't like it when you say death, died. Shine. We'll just say shine instead, which is the Japanese word for death.
Also,
well, it technically means die. Death, the concept of death is just shi, but shine means to die.
All these things are bad. All these things are not good, right? So these things are absolutely on the board here in this case. And as you can see here,
YouTuber Tay. Yeah. Is that what, his little plushie that he's got?
News, you see that he knew what he was doing here.
YouTuber stunt goes wrong, and of course, obviously Indian media is going to be all over it, considering that it's a part of India.
Because This attempt, well, this first attempt was actually covered when he was caught. He received a slap on the wrist.
Oh.
He went to the island. He left a Diet Coke. He received a punishment there for that. But that was not enough. And a lot of these
I think that is an otter.
countries are taking things
It's either an otter or it's a hippo.
far too lightly with foreigners, with tourists, and not punishing them harshly enough for breaking clear laws.
I think that might actually be a lampshade.
Especially when they've been warned. And that brings me to my judgment.
Okay.
So, in judgment, I am very, very much pro maximum sentence.
Here we
He's facing
go.
up to 5 years in prison and
With
fines.
fines.
He had full knowledge of the illegality and of the repeated attempts that
Yeah, he's been warned about this, but he still did it anyway.
of the island. You can see that from his very own YouTube video.
Getting dangerously close to the coast right now.
And not only that, but encouraging this sort of behavior is very bad.
We should send... Actually, no. I was going to say we should send Johnny Somali to this place so that... But then again, knowing him, he'd probably intentionally get himself sick in order to spread that disease to the Sentinelese people, which would be very, very bad. So let's not send Johnny Somali there.
Because there will be nuisance streamer copycats pouring out to do all sorts of illegal activities through bribery, through corruption, etc., through breaking of local laws all around the world. And so therefore, I think this thing needs to be nipped in the bud, hit with a hard sentence and said, hey, look, just because you're a foreigner, just because you're someone from abroad, doesn't mean you can bribe your way out, you can get out of these situations. And if the Indian government, the Indian justice system wants to look fair, wants to look non-corrupt, wants to look like it is administering proper justice, I think they should give him the maximum possible sentence. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will catch you on the next one.
Well, that's that. And then yeah, we just looked at this video here, so we got that done. I thought about wanting to look at this here, but I decided I didn't want to. All right, that is going to be it for tonight, which, by the way, the facial expressions for my avatar are almost ready. And I've been in contact with the guy that makes my model. They should be done, like, I don't know when they will be done, but they said that they would send it to me in like a Google Drive or something like that. So I can't wait to see how they turn out. I have to test them first to make sure that they're to my liking. And I've also commissioned a new outfit for my model. I'm not going to say what that outfit is. We will wait until it's done. So... that'll be fun. We'll see what happens there. Have a good night. Yeah, get better, Brett. So yeah. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching this stream. I will see y'all, if anyone's able to, on Friday, where we will do more arrow stomping, and we will get started on Resident Evil Requiem, where after that, we will finally get to Civilization 4, and that is a promise that I will make. So, take care, everyone.